And we welcome you to today's series finale between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. Here is your starting lineup for the home team, the Kansas City Royals. At second base, batting first, Jonathan India. At shortstop, batting second, Bobby Witt Jr. At third base, batting third, Michael Garcia. At first base, batting fourth, Vinny Pasquantino. At designated hitter, batting fifth, Salvador Perez. At right field, batting sixth, Jack Caglione. At left field, batting seventh, Nick Lofton. At catcher, batting eighth, Freddie Fermin. At center field, batting ninth, Kyle Isbell. And pitching today for the Kansas City Royals, it's the right-hander, Seth Lugo. Your starting lineup for the Kansas City Royals. All right, everybody, welcome to this presentation of Major League Baseball on JG9 Live. We had an overtime stream earlier today, and now we got this game right here between the Yankees and the Royals. Yankees looking to go for the sweep as they won the first two games of the series. Looking to take game number 3. No Aaron Judge in the lineup tonight. Bit of a different lineup for New York. Escara at catcher. It's definitely a weaker lineup, but looking to get the sweep here and go to 17 games above 500 as the Royals look to avoid dropping below 500 on the day. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for the stream. My name is JaredGarer9. If you've never been to a JG9 live stream before, how it works is like this. Fire away with the chat with any questions you might have. I'll be happy to answer about anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see him. Vote in that poll who you think wins this game, the Yankees or the Royals. If you are a member, you get a lot of cool perks for being a member, but you also get to use emojis in the chat. And we have the emojis for every team playing today. The Yankees, the Royals, some alternate logos as well. Every donation also counts toward you make the call. How we decide which game we're calling Saturday afternoon. Mariners, Cubs, Red Sox, Giants, Braves, Marlins. Every donation made during this game counts as double. So if you donate $1, it counts as 2 for one of the games. Donate $5, it counts as 10. You get the idea. The reasoning behind this is because it's before overtime. So any donation made before overtime counts for that. Appreciate the tune in, Swaggy. If you do like betting, I'll give you a link, oddsjam.com. Use my code JG9, get 25% off your first month. Helps the channel out a ton. You get arbitrage betting, parlay builders, and whatnot. The baby will stream, absolutely. Haven't seen today's documentary? Click that link above. We talk about the 1963 Patriots and a bizarre quarterback controversy that took place there. Number one song that day, someone asked that in the previous OT stream. It was something by the Angels. It was something by the Angels, a song I never heard of before. The ending was great, yes. The ending to that doc, that was good. Hellebuck, your Hart Trophy winner, not surprised there. Yeah, this is definitely a different lineup definitely a different lineup. Love betting. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. All right, first pitch, we are underway. Trent Grisham in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. So Grisham, Rice, Goldie going 1-2-3. Bellinger, Dominguez, Volpe, Escara, Reyes, Peraza. Your order here for the Yankees. Grisham, the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the outside fastball, 0-2. Again, on the bump here for the Royals, it is Seth Lugo. Lugo last time out, 5 innings against the White Sox. 5 hits, 2 runs allowed. Last time we started at Kauffman Stadium, May 30th. Not a great outing against the Tigers in that one. 5 hits, 3 1/3. The 0-2. Downstairs for a ball, 1-2. And we are underway again. Every donation counts toward one of those games on the side. Help me decide which game we're calling. Max number of conference games so you can play in basketball. I think it's 20. I think you can theoretically play 20. I think there's a limit. 80% run with the Yankees to win this one. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this stream. The 1-2 pitch. And Grisham fouls that one off very late on that one. Grisham last game 0-3. 2-4 the first game of the series, but 0-3 yesterday. Did get a walk, though. He's doing a very good job getting on base as of late. This is a man that has walked in his last 6 games. So a very disciplined hitter. He can lay off pitches if he doesn't like them. Like that one, 2-2. This game is the MLB Network Showcase game. Oh, really? Okay. This game is also the Showcase game. And tomorrow we are live for... What are we live for tomorrow? I totally forgot what we're live for tomorrow. Tomorrow we are live for NBA Finals. Tomorrow we're live for the NBA Finals. That's what it is. 2-2. Swing and a miss on the curveball outside. Lugo gets a strikeout. Grisham goes down, 2 for 8 this series, and that'll send Ben Rice up to bat. Again, no Aaron Judge today. A different lineup. Usually Goldie bats first. He's batting third today. Ben Rice coming up. He struggled so far this series, just 1 for 6 over the course of this series. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. So Rice coming up. Not having the best of months as of late. It's a man who over his last 6 games has kind of struggled. Just 2 for his last 17, hitting 118, only getting on base 16% of the time. He's behind already here, 0-1. A 1 inside, 1-1. Max number's 31. Oh, you're talking about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't know any conferences go past 1, but you can play theoretically as many conference games as you want, theoretically. The 1-1 pitch to Rice. Inside 2-1. Oh, number overall. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. 2-1 the count. Lugo, the former Met, former All-Star. Fouled off 2-2. This season, in the first inning, he's been pretty sharp this year. Opponents hitting just 139 against him in the first inning. How's it going, Miles? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. Get every donation during the stream counts as double for the You Make the Call, which will end in a week. This is for next Saturday's game. Rockies welcome. I did. I was on for that one. 2-2. Rice into right field. Is that going to fall in foul territory? It will. So we stay alive at 2-2. Yeah, I saw the Rockies walked it off with Arcia. About time the Giants lost a 1-run game. About time. School's out. I'm working on it. How do we send to me? Email me. Email me the link. You can just email it to me. My email's in the description, so you can just email it to me. 2-2. And Rice into center field, backing up by the track, and over the shoulder, making the grab is Isbell. Nice job there by Isbell over the shoulder, tracking that ball very nicely off the bat. Allowed out number 2. Good contact on that one. But Isbell able to get back there in time and catch it over his shoulder. That's going to send Paul Goldschmidt up to bat. Goldie running a 3-game hitting streak. It's 3 for 10 over the course of this series. Last game, 2 for 5 with 2 RBI. Appreciate you tuning in, Nathan. Appreciate you tuning in. First pitch to Goldie. Score from Minor League Sam. They're trying to get a new one. They're trying to get a new stadium. 0-1. Who gets to count the count here? Goldie trying to revive his career with the Yankees. He's done a very good job of doing that after a rough year last year with the Cardinals. Hitting .312 this year, although to be fair, this month has not been the kindest to him as he's behind 0-2. His last 8 games hitting just 161. Just 5 for his last 31. But again, he is playing well this season. This bad stretch aside. 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. Again, every member, you get a lot of cool perks. Members only Q&A streams, early access to videos, depending on what tier you're in. But you do get to use emojis in the chat. We have the emojis for the Yankees, emojis for the Royals. We have a few other things on this stream as well to spice things up. The 1-2 to Goldie. Grounder to short. It's going to be an easy 1-2-3 inning as Goldie's struggles as of late continue. The walkie pad might be a favorite purchase of the year. That's good. I just got a massage pad. That I tested out before. It's a bit loud to do on stream, but it definitely does help. It's a bit like you do hear it. So I can't use it while I'm on stream, but I did use it to work on a script for tomorrow's video, which, by the way, tomorrow's video going back to the 2000s. We're going to talk about the NBA in the 2000s. It's NFL related. We talk about the NBA and the 2000s. It's in the same vein as some other videos I've done on the NBA on this channel involving the NFL. Some of you might remember this. Some of you, if you were fans of this team, might remember it. As it was when I was alive. And it was when I think most of you guys were alive on this stream. So, you might remember this one. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how many people are going to remember this one. I don't know how many people are... I didn't know about it before I found it out. Before I found out. But obviously I wasn't paying attention in 2005 to the sports world. For the most part. Wasn't paying attention in early 2005 to the sports world. So, didn't know this was a thing. But you guys might know it. You guys might remember this story. No hockey tonight. No, I'm going to have it on the background. The problem with hockey tonight is that it's Thursday night. I do go out on Thursday nights. And the problem with hockey is that you don't know when that game's ending. Even if a baseball game or basketball game was extra innings overtime, that's a little bit, that's okay. Compared to hockey, where you don't know when it's going to end. And I got a 50 burger today to do Bring Me to Life by Evanescence at karaoke. So we'll see how the heck that goes. Let's see. Did I get the email? Let me see. Just got it. Yep. Just got the email. Just got it. All right. India, Witt, Garcia going 1-2-3 is Will Warren pitching today for the Yanks. He has been really struggling as of late. Started the season off with a ERA around 4, but his last 2 outings not great. He was a starter in that 18-2 debacle against the Dodgers where he went 1 1/3. His last 2 outings, 6 2/3, 11 runs allowed, including 8 walks, 9 hits, a 14.85 ERA. He has not played well as of late. I don't think that is an exaggeration to say. But for a show work loud, all right, I'll take a look at it in between innings. I'll take a look. So Warren looking to bounce back against the Royals as the Yanks look to get the sweep and send the Royals to below 500. First pitch to India in there for a strike, 0-1. Royals offense has not been that good this year. The one guy that has been good as of late has been Jonathan India. He's got a hit in each of his last 3 games. So that one missed outside 1-1. He's 6 for his last 13. He gets on base 53% of the time over his last 3 games. It's one of the few Royals having a good series. And he is playing well this month. Going back to that Cardinals series, hitting .353, getting on base 40% of the time. It's what you want out of your leadoff guy, but what you don't want is him being behind 1-2 in the count, as he is right there on the 94 sinker. In India with Garcia due up here, Will Warren looks to have a good first inning after some rough outings as of late. This season, the first inning, opponents getting on base 32% of the time on him. 2-2 the count. Good eye there by India. Two. Way outside. 3-2. Problem with Warren has been the pitch count, too. There have been a lot of problems with Warren as of late. There have been a lot of problems with the former 8th round pick, but pitch count has definitely been one of them. You look at his last 2 games. This guy has thrown 141 pitches in 6 2/3. That's really bad. 3-2. India, hard liner to third, but picks it up, throws it to first. Peraza, nice 5-3 out as Goldie makes the grab. 1 out. But again, a long at-bat there. He'll take the out, obviously, for the Yankees, but his last 2 starts, this guy's thrown 141 pitches in 6 2/3. You do the math on that one, that's over 20 pitches per inning. That's a lot. That's a lot of pitches per inning. You want to keep it around 15. 18 is really once you get to the danger zone. 20 is insanely high. And Bobby Witt, first pitch, will take for a strike on the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 the count. Bobby Witt Jr. Just 1 for 7 this series. The 0-1 looks at that one, same spot for a strike, 0-2. Witt over 4 yesterday, which snapped a hitting streak that started at the beginning of this month, snapped an 8-game hitting streak. 0-2 the count. Witt, an all-star last season, second in the MVP voting, the only person ahead of him. Well, I would say you got to worry about him if you're the Royals, but you don't right now because he's not playing tonight. Aaron Judge. He's got the day off, at least for the moment. We'll see if they bring him on as a pinch hitter later in the game, but he's got the day off for now. Check swing. I think he went. He absolutely went. Witt's struggles this series continue. He had some on the slider. He's now just 1 for 8 this series. Twins got boat raced by the Rangers. Oof. Yeah, the AL, the final wild card. I don't know who wants the final wild card right now in the AL. I have no idea. Like, I want to swap conferences because no one wants that final wild card. And like you might be saying, well, the Rays are playing better. Well, the Rays have to play 41 of the next 56 on the road. So, good luck with that. Garcia, first pitch on the inside corner, in there for a strike. Garcia, another one struggling this series, just 1 for 7. Royals have just 5 runs this series. They lost the first game 10-2, the second game 6-3. He'll swing at that one right to second. Easy 4-3 out. And Warren, 3 up, 3 down, just 12 pitches. That's a much better start for Warren compared to previous games. Keeps the pitch count down. 12 is very doable. 12 is great, actually. Red Sox in the last spot? They could. You know, they absolutely could. They just have to not play stupid. Finns season prediction. Well, I know someone thinks in the chat they're going 19-0 and winning it all, or 20-0 and winning it all. The Finns, so that's what I mean by Finn. Appreciate tuning in, Paul. Look, it depends on Tua's health. It really depends on Tua's health. I think Tyreek's taking a step back. I'm not crazy about a lot of their offseason moves. I've got Miami at 7-10. Would Steph propose giving AL final wildcard to an AL? I wouldn't hate it. Although, yeah, hating to keep the Mariners out for 7, get the Giants in. Why is the race schedule formulated like that? Because their games are at Steinbrenner Field, and playing in the summertime outdoors in Florida is not good. You don't want to be playing outdoors in Florida in the summertime because it's either really, really hot or it's going to rain, and you can't really play in the rain. So the idea is let's minimize the chaos. The idea would be if we had an even split for the Rays in the summer, what would happen is that you would get a lot of doubleheaders, a lot of delays, people would be thrown off their games, bullpens would be depleted. So we're going to give them as few home games as possible in that stretch. Dolphins will struggle. I agree with you. I think they've tuned out McDaniel. I think you saw the exit interviews last year. I think they've tuned out McDaniel. I think Greer's a terrible GM. I don't think the Dolphins win more than 8 this year. Okay, wait. Somebody needs to get kicked out of Conference 3, moving to Conference 4. All right, let me see. I'll link the thing if anyone wants to see. Maybe playoff starts in mid-September. Yes. Johnson now see that we're nowhere close to the cutting line. We'll see though, because still gonna play a lot of teams in the NL West. All right, yeah, this is that. Okay, so conference, you need to move someone out of 3 and shove it into Conference 4. Ooh, just based on geography. Oof. I would say. Man, that is tough. I would say Wagner Conference 4. Wagner Conference 4. I would definitely go Wagner on that one. Wagner Conference 4. First pitch to Bellinger, off speed, in there for a strike, 0-1. McDaniel gets fired in season. I'm going to say fiction, but I think he will. I think McDaniel and Greer go at the end of the year. Maybe clean house at the end of the year. How's it going, Allie? Appreciate you tuning in. Shot fellow, too. A whole Wikipedia article about Tua's concussion history? Are you kidding me? Wait. There's a whole article about Tua. Just about Tua's concussions? Like, it's not even a section of. That's not even a section of his Wikipedia. It's literally a whole different article. Holy cow. 0-2. Bellinger fouls it off. That is insane to me. That is insane. Holy cow. Second inning's been where Lugo's struggled this year. Opponents getting on 40% of the time in the second inning of games this year. What team should get more Mariners or Dodgers? I would say Dodgers. Zero coaches get fired in season. Boldness rating? I would say 8 on that. 0-2. Bellinger. Chases the off-speed pitch, chops it right back to the pitcher. 1-3 on the out. And Bellinger goes down. Has a hit in each of his last 2 games of the series. Bellinger enters this game riding an 8-game hitting streak. Has gotten a hit in every game since the June 3rd game against the Guards. Gets out there. Percentage chance Dolphins draft a quarterback in 26. Right now, I would say 15. By the end of the year, if Tua gets hurt again, 75. 1-0. Fouled off 1-1. If Tua gets hurt again, 75%. If not, 15%. 1-1. Dominguez out and left today. Had a great game last time against the Royals. 3 for 5. Leads that one off 2-1. Yesterday, his 3-hit outing. The third time this year he's gotten 3 hits in a game. Oddly enough, 2 of those times came against the Royals. They played on April 15th. Yankees won that one 4-2. This is a guy that has been very good against the Royals this year. It's a 2-2 count. Way outside, full count. The Yankees have been brilliant this season against the Royals. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Dominguez goes down. Lugo 5 up, 5 down to start this game. Volpe coming up at shortstop. The Yankees this season against the Royals, it has not been close. It has been like Dr. Doofenshmirtz and Perry the Platypus. Perry always wins. The Yankees in the blue always win. The Yankees swept the series back in the Bronx, in New York. Won 4-1, 4-2, 4-3. First pitch to Volpe in there for a strike, 0-1. They won both games so far this series. Looking to go 6-0 this year against KC, but takes that one on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. So Volpe behind in the count. He's got to hit in 3 straight games. He's 3 for 9 this series. 0-2, grounder to short. Should be an easy 6-3 out. Witt to his first baseman past Quintino. And 6 up, 6 down to start this one. Lugo, nice outing so far. Second inning has been troublesome for him this year, but not that time. Remains 0-0 going to the bottom of the second. At least one coach gets fired. I think it would be Dable. Because that stretch to start the year off is brutal. Jackson with a 2 where I'm tired of looking at a 0 next to the M. All good. And again, because this is during a game, you get overtime, you get the donation, and you get a request. Because this is during the game, this is the very first in the history of JGI, the first double dono. This is the first double. Again, every donation during the game counts as double. So $4 going to the Marlins. Appreciate you, man. How's it going, David? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here. Should I fire Chris Stewart in the fire Flores? I am with you. Chris Stewart's gotten way too many chances. It's funny too, because like the owner of the Dolphins consistently gets high marks. By the players, for the facilities, how he treats them, but oh man, when it comes to picking the right people and firing people, awful. I already see a 0 next to the logo too much as it is because we don't score much. Oh man. I feel your pain as a Jaguar fan watching Mac Jones. Pasquantino, Perez, Caglione do up here. Second inning for Warren this year. Not ideal. Not ideal in the second inning games this year. A 5.25 ERA allowed in the second inning this year. How's it going, Joe? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you tuning in. So my AC fix? Oh, you're kidding me. Nobody called to ask me if just showed up? That's awful. Oh my god. You think they would call, at least as a courtesy. That's insane to me. That is insane. Steelers signing Pratt. He's definitely lost a step, but some veteran leadership, I don't hate it. He's not the same guy he was. Missed way too many tackles last year, but you know what? Some veteran leadership can't hurt. Probably it's okay. Man, it's hot though. It is hot right now. Pasquantino, one of the hottest players in baseball right now. This is a man who is currently riding an 11-game hitting streak. Hitting .429 over that stretch, getting on base 50% of the time. Be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Highly doubt it's going to be 9 a.m. It'll probably be like 11. Excited for the much anticipated rematch of the 2024 LDS. There you go. Well, the Yankees are 5-0 this year against the Royals. Sabres, if they won the lottery and got McDavid, they would be a perennial playoff team. I think it would be conference finals. I think they would not be able to get over the hump. First pitch miss upstairs for ball 1-0. Yeah, why would they call and say what time to show up? Yep. It's on Vegas time. Makes no sense. Conference is done. First conference 4, but it's on island. Yep. There are going to be some schools like that. Sweeper in there for a strike, 1-1. I feel like they never made the playoffs with Eichel. They never made it with Eichel, which is crazy. Playing Switch 1 games on my Switch 2 makes me realize how slow my old Switch 1 was. You don't realize what you need until you get the new thing. Hits that changeup, base hit. First base runner of the game, and that will extend his hitting streak to 12 games. So Pasquantino, 12-game hitting streak now. Keller with a 5 or Steph's, or 2 I should say, Steph's 5 least favorite teams. Ooh, least favorite. Dodgers. Padres. Perez is up to bat. Dodgers, Padres. First pitch in the first strike, 0-1. Gonna go Bills, Eagles, and yeah, I saw the 5 least favorite teams. I'm like, with a 5, I'm like, nope, check swing. Did he go? I don't think he did. He did not. He pulled back in time. D-backs, Rockies, Mariners. I don't know about the D-backs. Definitely Padres. Definitely Giants. Just MLB. Oh, yeah, then definitely D-backs, Rockies, Mariners. Yeah, then definitely those. And then Padres and what else? 1-1. Ripped into left field. Back-to-back hits for the Royals to start the sitting off. Perez gets on board. And that will send the highly anticipated rookie up to bat. That will send Jack Caglione, the first-round pick last year out of the University of Florida, starting to find his rhythm after a rough start to his major league career. His first 4 games, he was 1 for 17. But he's got a hit in each of his last 4. And his last 3 games, he's got 6 hits. He's hit .500 over his last 3 games, 6 for 12 in that stretch. Caglione, he's driven 2 runs in this season. Can he get some more here? He lays that one off, 1 out. Again, Ward in the second inning of this season, a 5.25 ERA. This is where things get out of hand for Warren. Just going off history. Who in Conference 5? Or let me check Conference 5. Let me see. 1-0. Caglione watches that fastball on the outside corner. 1-1. Let me check. For basketball. Conference 5. Who would win Conference 5 for basketball? The 1-1. Nice curveball there. Fooled on that one. All the Philly... if all the Philly 5 is in it, then Villanova's winning. If all of Philly 5 is in it, then Villanova's winning that conference. 1-2 the count. Caglione lays that curveball off. Good eye that time. Similar pitch to the last one. Swung at the last one. But good eye there. 2-2. Am I his own lore at this point? Yes. I mean, basically I do. Basically at this point. We have multiple soap operas going on ChatGPTs. Everton will have a 0-1 win this year. Boldness rating? Oh, I think that's a 9. I think that's a 9 on the boldness rating. Well, I'm not suing him. Because it's hard to prove, like, damages. It's hard to prove, like, an exact number. But, so it doesn't affect anything with that. They'll see what's coming. 2-2. Fouled off. I've got someone planned. It's not a lawsuit, though. It's not a lawsuit. I was never gonna sue him. Because it's tough to prove damages. Like, it's more of, okay, like, what do you want? It would be like, okay, well, how do you prove, like, you have to do a lot of math on that one. Speculation is very hard to do. 2-2. Lays that one off, so works it full. Update on the jump of it. It is going to be a long one. It's a long one, so I'll let you know when it's coming. I'll let you know. I'm not just going to drop it out of nowhere. I'll let you know. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be like half fair use and half what John Boy does is not. Full count. Caglione. Up the middle, weakly hit, 6-3 on the out, double play. So Warren, after a long at bat, does his job. Runner goes to third, but 2 out. And Caglione again playing very well as of late. But frustrated after that one, rightfully so, from first and second and nobody out. To now 2 out, just like that. And still no runs. Lofton coming up. In the 7th spot. Can Warren get out of this? Since going 17, I'm going to say fiction on that. I think they get at least 1. There's probably 1 game their defense balls out. First pitch in their first strike. If Lofton keeps the line moving, it's Fermin I should say, coming up afterwards. Lofton played yesterday. Didn't play the first game. Went 1 for 2. This is his first game starting this series. First start since June 8th against the White Sox. 13-4 bonus rating? I mean, that sounds about right. I would say 4. I don't think that's too outlandish. 1-1. Lofton downstairs on the sweeper, 2-1. Lofton since May 31st hitting above 300. Not playing a lot, but when he is playing, he is productive. He lays that one off, 3-1 outside. Lofton improving a lot after last season. In a lot of ways. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, post the channel a ton. 3-1 count. Lofton swing and a miss, full count. Let's see. Man, I love watching college basketball, so I'd watch anything. I mean, you've seen these streams. I watched NJIT against Maine at 11 a.m. Eastern time. I'll watch anything. 3-2. Full count here to Lofton. And he lays it off for ball 4. Easy take there, and Lofton gets on board on a full count. This season on a full count, only getting on 33% of the time, but will increase his average there. As a mound visit here, so it's 3 batters that Warren is allowed to reach base. He's only gotten 1 batter out. I mean, he got the double play with Caglione, but other than that, he's not looked in control. And even that was a long one. Fermin coming up. Again, Warren on 31 pitches already through just 5 outs. What that means is that over his last 8 innings of work, he has thrown 172 pitches. Do the math on that. He's averaging 21.5 pitches per inning over his last 8, which is really bad for obvious reasons. I'm here against Fermin, though, the 4th-year man. 1 for 4 in the first game of this series. Back behind the plate today. He was below the Mendoza line at the end of April. Since then, playing a lot better, hitting .290 over his last 21 games, compared to .195 over his first 17 games. 1-0 count, lays it off. All number 1 starts from 90 and maybe 91. I don't know about and 91, because again, 90 had like 25 number 1s. 90 and 91 were just jam-packed with number 1s. It was like 89. There were so many. Outside 2-0. Like, shoved into the PA conference? Yeah, good move. Like, there were so many number 1s in 1990. We're there for like a week or two. I think the longest one was like 4 weeks. So, it's going to be a lot. But that's my favorite era of music. I love like 89 through 91. I mean, holy cow, that's a fun time. 2-0 fouled off, 2-1. Like, getting away with it is one of I think that's the best shot. It's not a Pet Shop Boys song. I think it's the best song they've ever done. I know it's not a Pet Shop Boys song, but how that didn't become a huge hit in America, I have no idea. It cracked the top 40, but that should have been massive. 2-1. Swing and miss upstairs on the 4-seamer from 2-0 goes to 2-2. Can Warren get out of this with runners on the corners? Got Caglione to ground into a double play. Isbell in the on-deck circle. Fermin, 2-2. He'll foul the one off again. Already 36 pitches for Warren. Definitely something, like I've said a lot, to keep an eye out on, because this is a guy that his pitch count can skyrocket. Like, even if he pitches well, I'm not sure he goes more than 5. Because his pitch count can go insane. Looks like a praying mantis. I can see it. Now you show a Dr. Moose Lesko. I don't know on that one. I don't know on that one. 2-2. Fouled off. Couldn't hold on. Ascara could not hold on to that foul tip. Was in his glove, but could not hold on to the foul tip. It goes off his mask. Tough play, but there are some catchers that do make that play. Keep seeing alive. 2-2. Fouled off again, this time off the umpire's mask. So we'll stay alive again. Pitch number 39 already for Warren. Northern Exposure? I've never even heard of that show. I've never even heard of that one, not going to lie. I've never even heard of that show. 2-2 again. You guys made the call on this game. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. Every donation counts toward you make the call. How many sides we're going to call next Saturday? Mariners, Cubs, Red Sox, Giants, and Braves, Marlins. Every donation during this stream counts as double. 2-2. He didn't go, but that was in the zone, so it's not going to matter. Royals leave 2 on. They got runners on first and second with nobody out. But they get nothing out of it. Warren gets into a jam, but wiggles out. And still scoreless after 2 here at Kauffman Stadium. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. Escara, Reyes, Peraza do up here in the 3rd inning for the Yankees. Again, I should also note, today is Thursday. What that means is that tonight after the stream, I play with a live band at karaoke. And basically they call me up. They'll call anyone up, but they call me up, sing a song. If you donate $50, I'll sing any song you want me to on that list. Any song you want me to on that list, $50, I will sing it to the best of my ability. I'm already doing Bring Me to Life by Evanescence tonight. I always do a couple of songs. So, any $50 donation, if there's any song on that list, I will sing it. If you want me to sing it, I will sing it. $50 or more, you get that. So, another thing to keep an eye out on. Oh, man. Haven't seen that show in a while. I really have only seen, like, the finale. I really have not seen too much of Dinosaurs outside the finale. So we go top of the 3rd. Bottom of the order here. Yankees 6 up, 6 down. No issue whatsoever for Lugo in this one. Lugo's 3rd inning this year, it's been his money inning. A 121 batting average with a .82 ERA. Opponents just 4 for 33 on Lugo in the 3rd inning of games this year. So once he settles into a game, he really settles in. He looks sharp so far. And this is a man who has an ERA of just a hair above 3 over his last 6 games. And an ERA of 3.3 in his last 10. That is pretty good. Misses there to Escara, 1-0. That one also misses off speed, 2-0. You don't want to mess around with Escara. Escara has not had a hit since May 28th. Escara rips that one into right field, backing up. If that's fair, that's gone. And that is gone. Escara with a homer, his 2nd. J.C. Escara. Wait. Oh, no, that was... Oh, wow. Just foul. Never mind. Never mind. That was good contact. That was just foul. Whew, fool me. Fool me on that one. The way everyone was celebrating, the way people were reacting, the way the ball looked, that would just foul. 2-1. Escara. This one is a base hit, though. So he does not get his 2nd career Major League home run, but he does get the first base runner of the game for the Yankees with a leadoff single. So after being just foul down the right field line, and I mean just foul, he does get on board here with a single. That's Pablo Reyes up to bat. His first game of this series, just his 2nd game of the month. Played on June 7th against Boston, was over 2. We're going to try and bunt as well. It's a great bunt. Going to be a tough play here for the 3rd baseman. Nice job there, barehanded. 5-3, Garcia to Pasquantino. Can't bunt it a whole lot better than that. You really can't. That was a beautifully placed bunt. I'll send Peraza up to bat with the runner in scoring position. Like, it is tough to place a bunt too much better than that. Tough play for the third baseman to make. Barehanded across his body. And a one-hop throw. Nice scoop there by Pasquantino. D-backs get more from the Dodgers. Boldness rating, 10. Easily a 10 on that one. Curveball swing and a miss, 0-1. A video about combat sports. Say add a meme in the middle with Mike Goldberg. Oh, God. That's amazing. God, Mike Goldberg is a legend. He's a legend for all the reasons I've talked about. 6-3 out here. Peraza, easy chopper there. Over 3 this series. Mercer will stay at second. So second time through the order now. And McGregor fight where Riders go saying his opponent's getting loose, getting better, the guy gets knocked out. I've not seen that. That's amazing. All right, conference 7. I would say Goldberg and Romo. Oh, that would be the best broadcast ever for my channel. The amount of content I would get on that would be insane. Cinderella, probably Liberty in that one, or Radford. No, VCU. VCU, Liberty, Radford. 0-1, shot foul. Who wins the conference? I would probably take Virginia Tech. 0-2. Grisham 0 for 1 today. Again, second time through the order here for Lugo. This year's second time through the order. Opponents hitting just 198 on him. I'm doing a good job with that once he settles in. That pitch misses upstairs. 1-2. He's only on 40 pitches right now. Not bad. 8 outs into this. Especially when we get this out here. Conference up next. Oh boy. Yeah, North Carolina's going to be insane. North Carolina's going to be an insane conference. There's so many schools. 1-2. Oh, that was a strike. That had a great movement. That was a strike. They called a ball. That was absolutely a strike. Looked good to me. Should have been the end of the inning. Instead, we stay alive here with Grisham facing a 2-2 count. And that one way upstairs, 3-2. And I need to see this again. That was absolutely a strike. It's a bad missed call. It's a really bad missed call. Like, when I say that was in the zone, I mean that was in the zone. That was very much in the zone. This inning should be over. 3-2. And that one's outside, ball 4. So Grisham gets on board. Perhaps undeservingly. Perhaps undeservingly, because pitch 4 was absolutely a strike. And I will show you at the end of this inning exactly what I'm talking about. But Ben Rice comes up to bat. First pitch downstairs, 1-0. That's 5 straight balls thrown by Lugo. One. Outside 2-1. Okay, you hate to harp on a bad call. You really do. But this inning should be over. This one should absolutely be over. And it is now. Diving play at first. Nice job there by Pasquantino. Saves a run. And that should have ended a lot sooner. Oh, the whole Skaggs situation is just tragic. The whole situation with Skaggs is just tragic. It's dragged on for so long at this point, but I just feel like it's sickening. It really, the whole situation is sickening. So when they get out of the inning, I just want to show you what that call was that the umps missed. Just want to show you. So this pitch right here, number 4, was ruled a ball. This was a ball. Like, it's not like a borderline call where, like, it's part of it's touching. The entire ball's in the zone. There's no universe that's a ball. What does it be in Arizona? Oh, man. He looks so promising, too. He really did look so promising at times. He just tragic. Just tragic. So we go bottom 3. If the Yankees fail to get a run, Rice grounds out to first base. Is the Yankees? Yep. It is. At least it didn't matter in the end, although it does add a few more pitches to it. Again, Stanley Cup also just started. Edmonton, Florida. 2-1 in that series in favor of the Panthers. That game just started over on TNT. Again, every donation during this stream counts as double. How it works is every donation during a game counts as double. During overtime, it counts as 1. We're not doing OT, though, for this one, just because it is Thursday night. But Shimon's got some calls. We had to deal with CB Buckner behind the plate this series. The CB Buckner... Oh, God. Yeah, the umpires for this series were just... Oof. CB Buckner's crew was something special. It's a special crew. I will put it that way. Isbell, India, Witt, 2 up here. 9-1-2. Oh. We also have breaking news, as that is going to be a tough play. 5-3 out. Nice job there by Peraza. We have breaking news. We have breaking news. Antonio Brown is wanted by the authorities on a criminal charge of attempted murder. Antonio Brown, in the relation to the shooting... Yeah, I think he did play in Arizona, yes. In relation to the shooting at the celebrity boxing event, he is not just accused, he's wanted by the authorities. Miami-Dade County has issued a criminal charge. Antonio Brown is wanted. He is a wanted man of attempted murder. Fouled off 0-2. Conference and provisionally. Oh, man, that's a great conference. That's all North Carolina. That's incredible. That's incredible. Man, I would die in that conference. That'd be a dream to play in that conference. So AB is wanted on attempted murder. So, yeah, we're going to see how that story unfolds. 0-2. India swings at that one. 4 pitches for 2 outs, as that's an easy pop-up. Into right field, calling everyone off, is Bellinger for the second out. Yeah, AB's cooked at this point. He is done. AB is done. What a downfall. What a downfall. Yeah, he's got no shot at the Hall of Fame. He's got no shot anymore. Not that I ever thought he did, but attempted murder, I think, is one of those charges where if you're not in the Hall of Fame, they can keep you out for that. Fouled off 0-1. Warren looks sharp so far this one. Yeah, no, it's gone. They go to every game I still lived in the area? Oh, yes, I would. Well, just about every game. Not the ones during football season, but just about every game. Yes, I would go to every High Point game. There are some friends I know that go to every High Point game. Yeah, rip AB's Keaton chances ever. Yep. I'm right there with you. I think that's one of those where he was going to be in if he just... And then he played himself out, and then obviously attempted murder is... 0-1. Lifted into right center field. And easily making that play is Grisham. So only 6 or 7 pitches that inning. Warren does his job. We go top 4. True, but Lewis was... The Chargers dropped. The Chargers got dropped. The Chargers got dropped. Prick my finish in this conference. Ooh. Six. I think 6. I think Duke, UNC, Wake, NC State, Davidson, High Point. In some order. Yeah, Seifert, Russ, AB. There you go. There you go. We go top 4. Still no score. Warren pitching way better today compared to his previous few outings. Got the pitch count down that 3rd inning. Hardly order to up here for the Yanks. Goldie, Belly, Dominguez. And Goldie usually bats in the 1 spot, batting in the 3. No Aaron Judge today. Adrian Peterson doesn't get first ballot because he beat his kid. I'm gonna say I don't think he would get in the Hall of. I don't think that's gonna impact anything. I don't think that'll impact anything. I mean, Lawrence Taylor had a laundry list of things when he got in first ballot. He had a laundry list. I think some voters are going to look at the AB thing, or not the AB, the Peterson thing, and think he served his time. He was suspended for a year. He served his time. Some are going to look at it as it's parenting, which I do not agree with that argument whatsoever. I don't think parenting is ever to the point where we're giving a kid bruises. But some voters who are old school might look at it like that. Some might look at it as he served his time. And some might look at it as, okay, we don't keep anyone out unless they kill someone. Like, it'd be tough to keep Peterson out. I'm not sure if he gets in first ballot, just because of how it is nowadays with first ballot. Like, there were some guys I thought for sure were first ballot. I'm like, really? They weren't? But AP is going to get in the Hall of Fame. If he's not in first ballot, it's because either the class is stacked, someone's in the first strike 1-1, or because the voters, it's like what happened this past season, where they can't come to a consensus on who should be the guy, so they all just split their vote, and in the end, no one gets in. Fouled off 1-2. I don't think Peterson, it's going to get impacted by that. One, 2. Goalie watches that one outside, 2-2. Upstairs, full count. The new Hall of Fame voting system is ridiculous. I am with you there. I do not like it. Full count. And inside, Goldie gets on board. Back-to-back leadoff men on board for the Yanks. Bellinger up to bat with a runner on. First pitch to Belly. Swings of the off-speed pitch. Fouls it off. 0-1. We're on conference 9. All right. Yeah, it makes it way harder to get in. Which is insane. It really is insane. Like, we're letting fewer guys in now than we were back in the day. When the league was... When teams carried 30 players. And when there were half the teams in the league. It's harder to get in now than it was back in the day. The 0-1. And it's not like we're letting guys in that don't deserve it. It's not like that. It's like no one in the right mind could say Luke Kuechly is not a Hall of Famer. No one in the right mind can say that. If the ChatGPT series were real hypothetically speaking, what do we get into the Hall of Fame? Ooh. As that one, liner right back to second. Gets the double play. 4-3 double play, a line out. Hot glove there and caught flat-footed was Goldie. India with a nice glove. Not known for his defense, but a nice play there. Yeah, let me check 9 on that one. Let me check 9. Who do we get into the Hall of Fame? Well, I think TJ Watt gets in first ballot. I think Russell Wilson and Justin Fields both get in. And George Pickens gets in. Najee Harris probably also gets in. There's going to be a lot of guys from those Steelers teams getting in. I mean, they score like 50 points a game. They're all contributing. Putting up insane numbers. Fitzpatrick also gets in. Fly out to left field. First pitch. And Lugo. Just one hit allowed through 4 innings. Hard the order, not a problem there. So I think if the ChatGPT series were real, I think all those guys get in the Hall of Fame. I think Russ is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Easily. And TJ Watt goes down as the greatest defensive player of all time. If the ChatGPT series was a real thing, George Pickens probably contends with Jerry Rice for the greatest receiver of all time. Oh, the crew. Oh, did we get into the Hall of Fame? Oh, I think the NFL will try to ban us from the Hall of Fame. Or we'll just create our own Hall of Fame. We would get into the Hall of Fame by just breaking through the window without breaking in. We'd get in the Hall of Fame in our own way. We'd get in our own way. Wouldn't get inducted. Conference 9? That's a fun one. That's fun. I like Winthrop in that one, too. Thoughts on the MLB John Boy Alliance? I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, is that really the guy you want to partner with? I think you really want to partner with a guy who is still spreading lies about the Astros situation. The buzzer thing never happened. The trash can was proven. The trash can thing was proven. The buzzer thing, he even admitted. He never issued an apology. He tarnished people's legacies for clout. Like, he tarnished people's legacy for clout. The buzzer thing never happened. And he never issued an apology or retraction about Ohtani. Even though there was evidence. I mean, Ohtani could sue for defamation. He really, if he wanted to. I don't think he would want to. Yeah, I saw what you were trying for. I did see it. Like, he was... Like, it just doesn't make sense to me why they would buy a stake in John Boy. And there's going to be no impartiality. No impartiality at all. I know they say nothing's changing but money talks. At the end of the day, when your company has made a lot of layoffs and you need the money, yeah, if MLB wants to keep something on the hush, yeah, they'll be able to do that still. They might say we're not going to influence it, but they can influence it. It's almost like this. If some NFL player gives me $500,000 to invest in the business, and I come across a story about that player, and it's a negative story, you think I'm going to be putting that video out about the negative part of that story? No way. No way am I going to be doing a video on that. No way. So they will have some influence. They can deny it all they want. They're going to have some influence. 0-1 the count. And then to just do that, and then laughing about the assault that happened, and the misinformation, and just the blatant copyright infringement they commit. Like, their lawyers are going to be busy. Their lawyers are going to be very busy. 0-2. I don't get what MLB's doing. I do not get what they're doing. It seems like a really short-sighted move on their part. They are going to side with... They are going to buy a stake in a company that was adamant that Ohtani was betting on games after the evidence came out that he was not. And never issue a retraction for it. 1-2 the count. It just does not make sense to me. How's it going, Joe? Appreciate you tuning in. So what for season 3? Roger reveals to us in private meeting if Skyline Frank admit to us it's all an act, even though Brendan and I actually knew. Good deal becomes inside man. Oh boy. 6-3. I cannot wait for this. Oh no, I don't think it's gonna hurt. No, they're so big. I just want to make people aware of what they've done, but it's not gonna make a dent in anything. Nor do I really care. I just want to make people aware of what's going on. Pass Quintino up to bat for the 6-3 ground out. Travis and Taylor attends at Stanley Cup Game 4. How many times will they show him? It's the question. How many times will be... Travis looks a lot different this offseason. He looks a lot different. It's almost unrecognizable. First pitch, way upstairs and inside 1-0 the count. Mercy Coastal and the Men's College World Series. That I cannot wait. I'm rooting for Coastal and Murray. I'm rooting for both of them. I want first-time schools to win. I know Coastal was not a first-time school. They won in 2016, but they're always going to be Big South to me. They're always going to be Big South to me. I've toured that campus before. I own Chanticleer's merch. Like, they will always be Big South. 2-1 the count. Pitch miss outside. The will probably inducts us with Goodell giving the speech. That is, probably could. Probably could. 2-1. Pass Quintino. Rips it to first. Covers the bag. 3-1 out. Warren looking pretty comfortable these last few innings. Keeping the pitch count down. I think he's only needed 12 pitches for the last 5 outs. Showed him in the Rim and Sun Report. I did see that. How many more times will they show him is the question. Yankees couldn't do anything with their heart of the order in the 4th inning. Royals unable to do anything right now. But here comes Perez, who has a hit today. The last man for the Royals to have a hit. So Dominic are in South Florida. I press X to down on that one. Upstairs for a ball. Did not offer at that one. Perez now has a 4-game hitting streak. 4 for 9 over the course of the series. Not playing the best baseball this year, the 35-year-old, but with a career low average entering this game. Looking all right this series, for sure. He's ahead of the count 2-0. Yeah, Travis Etienne, baby. Definitely not Kelsey. I'm winning their first strike, 2-1. What show tried to debunk stories through science? I mean, there's Mythbusters. There's Penn and Teller BS. There's Mythbusters. 2-1. I'm assuming you're thinking of Mythbusters. I'm assuming you're going Mythbusters. 2-2. Finding Bigfoot. I don't even know what that show's about. You can't find Bigfoot for 15 seasons or whatever it is. Two. Can't go into box again. Why did they not suspend him? Why did they not suspend him for the game? 2-2. Swing and a miss. On the 4-seamer. 3 up, 3 down. Warren looking sharp so far. A nice bounce back outing for him. We go top 5. We are still scoreless at Kauffman. Yeah, if you like what you see, folks, like and subscribe. It does help us out a ton on the channel. So we try and grow this community even more. You guys pick this game. I appreciate you guys a ton. We have an update, too, on the Antonio Brown situation, according to Ari. Antonio Brown allegedly punched a man, then appeared to grab a security guard's gun and fired 2 shots as he ran toward the man. Okay, so all sorts of crimes here. The victim said he was grazed in the neck. Surveillance and cell phone video appear to capture the altercation. Brown was briefly detained that night and later claimed on social media he was jumped by people trying to steal his jewelry. So, he punched a man, stole a guy's gun, and then fired 2 shots. So, just crime bingo at that point. That's crime bingo. Just every crime in the book. Yeah, Conference 10. Definitely. Oh, man. So, some South Carolina and Tennessee in that. Ooh. I get it. Yeah, I like it. Life, death, and Kane in the box. Oilers are going to be down 5-4 this whole series, aren't they? I am play Kane at this point. Like, what does he provide? What does Kane provide to the Oilers right now? Besides just going into the box and being behind 5-4. For half the game. He provides nothing. He provides literally nothing to this team. I think Florida cheers when he's on the ice because it means there's a 50% chance they're about to go on the power play. We go top 5. Volpe, Escara, Reyes do up here. Still scoreless. And the Yankees 5-0 against the Royals this series. The last time these teams are meeting in the regular season. Obviously, they can meet in the playoffs if they meet there, but the Yankees looking to be 6-0, completely double sweep on KC. Just 3 hits combined through 4 innings. Yeah, speaking of which. First pitch to Volpe. In there for a strike on the slider. Kane doesn't really provide the physicality. Oh, no. He just commits penalties. He doesn't do anything. He just commits penalties. He's in the box all the time. The 0-1. Volpe. Into right center. They got the leadoff man on the third and the fourth. Will not get the leadoff man here. As making the play out in center is Isbell. For the first out. So Lugo under 60 pitches. Through 4 and a third. Not bad at all. The single-use plastic bottles. Oh, I refill these. I don't get new bottles. I am very frugal like that. I refill these. So, these are not single-use. Don't worry, these are not single-use. First pitch, breaking ball in the first strike. So what I'll do when I say I'm filling my water, I don't get a new water bottle. I literally take this water bottle, I bring it to my kitchen, and I put it under the water, and I get it that way. So, when I use a water bottle, I use it basically until I can't use it anymore. Easy chopper to first, takes himself past Quintino for the second out. Another penalty. Here we go. Yeah, so don't worry. This is not... Believe me, single use, that would suck. If I was using single-use bottles, do you know how much more money I would be spending? Buying water? Like, I buy water like once every other month. Like, do you know how much money I'd be wasting and spending if I only use a bottle one time? Oh my god. It'd be so bad. First pitch upstairs, 1-0. And Florida scores on the man advantage. Once it's designed to be refilled. I guess. Easy chopper to third. 5-3. Reyes, after the sacrifice bunt last time, cannot get on there. So Lugo, quick inning. Just 1 hit allowed through 5. We go bottom 5. Speaking of the devil, let me fill up my water. You're going to see this all unfold right here. Let me refill my water really quickly. Alright. Needs to be a name, Michael Plastics. I like that. Some common sense to say, don't play Kane anymore. Well, I'd like to do at some point. Obviously, I can't do it in this space, but if I ever get a new space, and by that I mean like buy a house, which is not anytime soon, not even close anytime soon. But what I'd love to do at some point is have one of those machines for water. It's one of those machines that you see at airports, you see in office buildings, that you put it under and it automatically fills. I would love to do that and just like reach out here, put my water in, take it back, and not even leave. Just keep everything here so I only leave. I can fill up at any time without missing anything. I would only get up to go to the bathroom for streams. I would love to do that at some point. Obviously, that's not going for a while. Knicks reached out to Miami. I mean, wouldn't shock me. Honestly, nothing would shock me. They reached out to any coach. The funniest time, they're going to get Doc Rivers. The funniest timeline would be they asked the Bucks, can we interview Doc Rivers? A lot of people were saying, oh yeah, well the Knicks are doing due diligence. They don't need to rush. No, they don't need to. No, it's not they need to rush. It's more you have no plan. It's not you need to rush. You don't need to rush the coaching search. You just need to look like you have a plan. I know what incompetent coaching searches look like. I'm a Jaguars fan. This looks like an incompetent coaching search. Like, everything about this looks terrible. All right, we go bottom 5. Caglione. Ground into a double play last time. First pitch, swinging, fouls it off 0-1. In the second inning, Warren allowed the first 2 men on board, and then they got Caglione to ground into a double play, halting any momentum they might have had. Now Caglione back out there. 1-1. Bucks have reached out to the Knicks asking them to interview Doc Rivers. That would be amazing. Don't disrespect the NBA Cup champion coach like that. Rivers is one of just 2 coaches in the historic history of the NBA to win an NBA Cup. So a player like Carmelo Anthony or Noah as head coach. I mean, how many coaches have won an NBA Finals and an NBA Cup? Exactly. Doc Rivers is one of 1. He is a legend. 1-2. Downstairs 2-2. Yes, also the Kelsey of the Panthers game. I did see that. Oh, okay. You can't split up Tennessee and Vanderbilt. You can't split up Tennessee and Vanderbilt. You got to find a way to get Vandy in with Tennessee. You can't split them up. Full count, 3-2. Oh, who you remove? I might take Chattanooga out. But I don't think you can move. Then you have. Yeah, yes, it is. NBA Cup is a joke. 3-2. Downstairs. Not ball 4. Strike 3. Caglione below the knees. Well, they're going to show the stars. That one, good framing job by Ascar. That was not a strike. That was low. Sometimes I think the Royals have been screwed over by the zone. That's 1 out. First pitch swinging. Lofton into right center. That's going to find the gap. 3rd hit of the game for the Royals. The first extra base hit of the game for the Royals. And Lofton trying to go for 3. Lofton will get in there safely. It's not a good throw. Lofton with a triple. Nick Lofton, his first triple of the season, just the 2nd of his career. The first triple for him since all the way back in 2023 on September 8th against the Blue Jays. It has been a while. But just like that, Lofton gets on board. Lofton has hit in both games he's played this series. Firming up to bat. First pitch on the outer part of the zone misses. Hit cycle today. That would be something. I don't know if he's going to get enough at bats to do it. I don't know if he would get enough at bats. Because he walked last time up. So he's only got 1 hit today so far. He's got on board twice. Grounder infield's in. And making the scoop is Volpe. Will not be enough to advance the runner. So Fermin all he had to do was get the ball in the air. Could not do that. And Isbell coming up with 2 out and a runner on 3rd. Royals last time had a runner on 3rd back in the 2nd. Couldn't bring him home. Can they bring him home here? And last time, Fermin had a runner on 3rd and couldn't bring him in. Barcelos, Royals, I think they hold pat. I think they hold still. I'm not sure they're selling. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, Rockies won. Walked it off. The Giants lost a 1-run game. I know. It's shocking. The 0-1. Isbell. Weak grounder to 2nd. And Warren gets out of it. Despite the triple by Lofton, nothing doing. We go top 6, and the Yankees and Royals are tied at 0. The Yankees right in this thing despite having just 1 hit. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, helps out on the channel. Pitcher's duel here right now. So my proper company have allows you the AC services, as you should. I mean, that's an emergency at that point. Right, you don't do that. No, you don't show up at random times. No, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Peraza, Grisham, Rice do up here, the 912 hitters. Again, every donation during this stream counts as double for you make the call. How many starts can we call next Saturday? Mariners, Cubs, Red Sox, Giants, or Braves, Marlins. Tomorrow we're calling NBA Finals game number 4. Saturday we're calling the UFL Championship. Some square evidence. Let's go, baby. Plum Company wants to. Oh, jeez. And then Sunday we're going to be live for Giants, Dodgers, and the Club World Cup at noon. Don't worry, Club World Cup is not interfering with any baseball streams or any NBA Finals. Club World Cup is additional streams that I would not have done otherwise. So just keep that in mind. No score between Pirates and the Cubs. There you go. So don't worry, we are going to do Club World Cup, some games at least. I want to see how it goes. I can easily abandon it. I can easily abandon Club World Cup if it doesn't do the numbers I hope it does. But do not worry, Club World Cup does not interfere with any other streams we do. It's more additional streams. Because soccer games are 2 hours. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I can fit 2 hours in here. Peraza, first pitch swing, pumps it up. And Lugawan just 63 pitches after 5 1/3 as Whip makes the play at short. Another penalty. Here we go. Florida wins sides curtains. I had Florida in 6. So, never wavered off that prediction. Grisham up to bat. Third time through the order. Lugo money the second time through the order. Did not allow a hit the second time through. And this season, before this game, second time through, that is a base hit for Trent Grisham. Before this game, second time through. Opponent's range just 198 on him. Does rise to 281 in the third time through, but still pretty good. Another Oiler going to Happy Penalty Box, sponsored by Happy Gilmore 2, coming July 25th on Netflix. You know, it's not as bad as the NBA Finals. Not as bad as that. Anyone watching the NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV? Anyone? The Pacers lead the series 2-1. 2 games away from winning their first ever NBA Finals presented by YouTube TV. They really should advertise that more. That's on YouTube TV. Like, you wouldn't know. If you weren't in the loop, you wouldn't know. There's nothing on the court. There's nothing on the scoreboard. There's nothing on the hoops. They really kept that sponsorship under wraps. Upstairs 1-1. It's like you barely noticed that the NBA Finals are sponsored by YouTube TV. So I'm going to eat at Arby's. Or reflect Drew Carey. We'll see on that. 1-1 the count. Rice is 0 for 2 today. Downstairs, 1 hopper. Will the runner go? Will not. Keeps it in front of him. 2-1. Rice just 1 for 8 this series. Okay, Pacers win. It's all that matters. Yep. One of these teams is going to win their first ever NBA Finals. Thunder, it would be their first. They're going to lose the history to Seattle once they get a team. They change city and team name. I count it. 2-1. Rice. Skies it into shallow right field. Easily underneath in his Caglione. Another power play goal. Oh my goodness. Oh, is the Pacers go 7? I think it could. I want it to. I think yes. I think it will. I think OKC is going to go 7. 2 out. So Rice 0 for 3 this game. Just 1 for 9 this series. I think that series will go 7. Wow, 2 power play goals. If only Edmonton did not go down 5-on-4 every single time. One 0. Goldie. Inside on the changeup, 2-0. Two 0. 3-0. I have garbage from extracurriculars for the 10-minute mark period, too. Wouldn't shock me. First time Lugo's been behind 3-0 in the count. Goldie 0 for 1 today. Just 5 for his last 32. He swings on 3-0. Apparently he had the green light there, despite hitting just 156 over his last 9 games, including today. 3-1. NBA will grant ABC retain the rights? Yes, I think they're going to realize after 1 year of NBC, oh god, we made a mistake. Right, that can't be a win for that franchise. It can't, because they're going to lose the history. I think the NBA is going to be like, oh, NBC is doing a much better job presentation-wise. In the dirt, 5-pitch walk. And runners on first and second. How can Edmonton switch goalies when it's not Skinner's fault for all the power plays? Skinner's been bad this whole postseason. Skinner's been bad for a while. I don't know why Ottinger got pulled the other day. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Here come the ponchos. No, do not do this. Mound visit here, but please do not do this. Please, no, 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 no. Again, Lugo's on 73. Are they going to pull him? No. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. No, they're unraveling the tarp. No. No, this game was going so quickly, too. No. No, we're going in a rain delay? Please, no. Please, God, no. Please, God, no. Hey, we're going to rain delay. Oh, no. Oh. Well, they called it. They said it was going to be... They said it was going to happen, potentially. Okay. What are we going to do? Alright. Well, we're in a rain delay. Let's check how long this delay is going to be. How long are we expecting on the rain delay? Hang on. It's funny, I think the Royals are about to make a pitching change, and then here comes the rain. High Point basketball game this season? Am I going to all the... I don't live in North Carolina. So... no chance I go to all the games. I don't even know if I'll go to one. I don't even know. I don't even know what the schedule is. But I live on the opposite side of the country. Yeah, Seth Lugo's done. And here comes the rain. Well, that was quick. It immediately got dark. Immediately got dark. They were right on it with that. And you can't just call this game, because again, this is the last time these teams are playing this year. Playing question, I did hear about that. I did hear about that. I can't believe one person survived. I cannot believe one person survived. I can't imagine what that must be like for that one person, the survivor's skill. I cannot even imagine. Oh, Super High basketball games? Oh, most of them. Obviously, the ones that interfere with football, no. So only, I have to check the schedule. It depends on the ones that are 3-0 Florida. Holy cow. Depends on the ones that do not interfere with the NFL or college football. And then timing, obviously. But High Point will take priority, yes. All right, so we're in a rain delay. So... yeah. Let's do OT. Let's do overtime. This is not what I expected. I will say, I don't know how long this is going to... how long this is going to last. We are in a rain delay. So, yeah, the survivor skill's got to be insane on that. We will do overtime. We will do overtime. We'll see how long this rain delay lasts. I'm going to make the decision to call it at 7 my time, so 10 o'clock Eastern time. If there is no game by 7, I'll make the decision there. Yeah, I'm going to I'll put on Pirates Cubs. I'll put that on. We're not hiding. I'll have it on the background. I'll have it on the background. I do have the Pirates game on. I have the Pirates game on in the background. 13-minute video, how much would that be? Let me see. Oh, my bad. Wrong screen. 13-minute vid again. We are in overtime right now. So everything counts as one singular. There's no multiplier for this one. 13-minute vid. $13. I'll go $10 on that. I'll go $10 on that. I'll go 10 on a 13. I'll go 10 on that. I'll go 10 on that. Yeah, it looks like Marshawn will win the championship in Florida, though. 3-0. How's it going, Zippy? Appreciate you tuning in. On one hand, it looks very dark. On the other hand, there is a glimmer of light. No crossing streets, please. So we are in overtime right now because there is a weather delay. And you guys made the call in this game. We're going to stick with it as long as we can. But obviously, there comes a point with this weather delay. Hopefully it doesn't get to that point. This game was moving at a great pace, too. This game was good. It was moving at a very good pace, but not so much now with the weather. 2-0 Cubs, meanwhile. Most likely stream High Point late February, early March, Big South Tournament, and NCAA Tournament. Pretty much, yeah. Well, conference play, too. I mean, they usually play Saturday afternoon and weekday games for conference, so pretty much most of the conference games, I would say. Sooner gets pulled for Pickard again? Fact. I would say fact. I would say fact. So again, we are in overtime right now because there is a weather delay. So this is not during the game, so it's a single. Everything counts as single. Michael with a 2, we're off the edge. All right, we'll do that. We will do that. Appreciate you, man. I'll get you in. We'll put a poll up for which game you want. Appreciate you a ton. Megadeth off the edge. So far, this album's been fine. So far, this album's been okay. I'm a bit worried about the second half because I've not heard good things about this album. The first half so far has been fine. Let's see what happens in the second half of this album. Off the edge, Megadeth. Lighting in the area. It's not pretty. And then Michael would do a dance in the rain. Well, that seems fitting for this weather delay. Seems fitting here. Can geoguessr maps also apply for this? Geoguessr maps also apply for overtime. And we do have the $50 thing for karaoke. If there's any song you want. $4 going to one of these games on screen. Appreciate you guys a ton. I'm going to have another game on right now. I would assume so. I would assume they got just whip around coverage. Yeah, I'm watching on my computer. I'm not watching on MLB Network. So I'm assuming they would. The vocals on this are weird. Like, they feel very low for a song like this. Have I heard of the game GTA 5? No. No, I've never heard of that game in my life. I have no idea what GTA 5 is. What is it, like some indie game? No, it's like one of the most popular games of all time. Yes, I've heard of GTA 5. I've heard of GTA 5, yes. I don't own a copy, but I do. I know GTA 5, yes. Yes, I'm very familiar with GTA 5. GTA 6 is only the most anticipated game of all time at this rate. The solo feels like it's like in a different key compared to the rest of the song for some reason. Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. We're in a weather delay right now in the Yankees-Royals game. We're going to stay on for this as long as possible, but we will make the call at some point with this. It might get moved. I don't think it's going to get moved. Because it's only a select block. It's only like a select area. I don't think it's going to get moved. We picked the right game. I mean, Brewers-Cardinals is 6-0. So I picked the right game there. Kind of with a fiver. I'll get you in the Boston game. Appreciate you, man. Let me check the weather radar. People are saying it's going to be a short one. People are saying it's going to be a pretty short rain delay. So, we'll see. Hopefully. Hopefully it's a shorty. But Tor discussed this infamous R. Kelly interview, Premium Pete Show. Alright, we'll do that. So the curfew hour? Oh, I did not realize that. That's a problem, then. That's a problem. The vocals on that were a bit odd. The beat was good. Beat was good. Appreciate you, Connor. I'll get you on the Giants game. And I think we're also going to get Michael's donations on the Giants game. Anaheim has an alternate site? Ooh. I mean, that makes sense. It's right nearby. It's right nearby. And obviously, Anaheim's got a team, so I could definitely see that. Just put the Spear of Ear. Honestly, you could just put the draft at the Spear of Ear. No one would complain. All right, next up is Megadeth Dance in the Rain. Again, any ChatGPTs, any episodes, anything we would we'll do here. Yeah, we're currently in a weather delay. Happens a few times. It's usually the Thursday games for whatever reason. Don't know why. It's usually the Thursday games. Just my luck. But weather delay. Kauffman Stadium. Oh, move the game in that. No, move the draft to Anaheim. No. Move the NHL draft to Anaheim. Not move the draft from Anaheim. No, move to Anaheim. That doesn't screw over people in the hotels. Any idea what time they're gonna restart? No clue. It's weird because it doesn't look bad. Like, I've seen some weather radars in my life. A Zoom draft? No, you cannot do a Zoom draft. No. Okay. Oh, no, tempo's picking up. Like, this is not bad. Hang on. Like, here's the weather radar, okay? This is it right now. Like, I'm not seeing a lot. I'm not seeing a lot here. Like, this might be a very quick delay. Like, this might be an extremely quick delay. Because this is the radar. And it's not terrible. By any means. It's not bad by any means. So, hopefully, it's a quickie. Hopefully, it's a quickie. This definitely feels like a United Abomination song. But the vocals are so low on this album. Like, it really is weird. The vocals are very low. Like, Mustaine does not sound at his best on this one. This whole album. He does not sound at his best. Let me check when the game will start up again. I would assume soon. So I didn't want to hide you. This game does not... The worst Scadilli amendments in 2020? Yeah, because I mean, that was out of necessity at least. That was out of necessity. I think games can be rained out, unlike the Marlins. That is true. That is true. All right, tempo picking up. Here we go. Number 5. Ah, man. I've got the broadcast on. I'm not seeing any tarp coming off. I'm not seeing any tarp coming off. But... Oh, second part. Hey, throat surgery, that makes sense. How's it going, Jeff? Appreciate tuning in. Kansas City all the way, surprised to see you watching. You know, I do a lot of baseball games on this channel. So we do a lot on here. We've called just about every team at this point. I just want a good game. I want a good game. It's been a fun one so far. It's been a fun one. Don't really have a rooting preference. Just want a good game. The second of this song gets bizarre. Yeah, that makes sense. I had surgery around this time. You know, so basically what I do, I have MLB TV, so what I do is people donate to request a game, and whichever game gets the highest donation total is the game that we end up calling and watching, and this happens to be the game tonight. This is the game. Again, we're currently in our weather delay. Doesn't look terrible, though. I would guess we're picking up in 30 minutes. I would guess 30 minutes and we go again. Lugo was officially pulled from the game, though. Lugo was officially pulled. So whenever this game resumes, the pitcher for the Royals will be Serpa. So he will be the new pitcher regardless. That is guaranteed to happen. That Lugo officially exited the game. So he is responsible for the men on first and second. Won't get the quality start. In line for the loss potentially, depending on what happens here. Only LA, but require everyone to wear badges. Ooh. I mean, I feel like you could still do it in LA, in that area. You just have to ensure that only people are there for the draft, if that makes sense. So you bus everyone in remotely and bus everyone out. I don't know how the experience would be, but that would be my guess. Like, you have to park somewhere else and you have to shuttle there. And there are barricades, so the only way to get in is through that, if that makes sense. Top QB of Arch Sinclair, probably Nussmeier. I could see Nussmeier. Maybe Levitt, but I probably would guess Nussmeier on that one. Like, I could see you have to park or have to go to this area. Security's there, and then all you shuttle. There's nonstop shuttles going down that area, and you can only go down that path. Like, they barricade off everything. I could see that potentially. Just it's a shame. Tori discusses infamous R. Kelly interview. All right, here we go. Is this the CBS one? Yeah. It's the CBS interview. That interview. Oh yeah. That interview. Kelly with a 5 in preparation for Giants Dodgers. Steph hires Steve to reverse scenario to drop Ohtani, bets Freeman to rookie league. God. Appreciate you, man. Get you on the Mariners. My God. My God. R. Kelly's just insane. My God. Had to submit the questions too, so that question got approved? Oh my God. That question got approved by his team. Oh my God. Odds the Cubs get 30-32 and Tucker PCA. Let's say 30. Did he turn himself? Wait, I didn't see anything with Antonio Brown doing that. That seems like the exact opposite of something Antonio Brown would do. He does not seem stable. No face for a double since game seems to start in the next 30 minutes. Let me check, actually. Underage girl, yes. Chris just jumped up and said nope. I would imagine. I want to answer. Another home run tonight. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. My MVP bet. Right. What do you mean? Yes. Question one. Which James Brown did I like the best? I like Valentine's Day. I really like the Valentine's Day one. Last Magnet song had David Drain from Disturbed on it. Oh, I did not know that. Rick Moranis? I have no clue. For the NFL? NHL? Well, NHL. It's NHL draft. It's in Los Angeles. NHL draft's in Los Angeles, in the curfew area. So that's why. It's in the curfew area. That's more of why. God. Jaguars quarterback room is good this year? No. No, I think Nick Mullins is not a good backup quarterback. Better than Mac Jones, but not by much. Hannigan is an undrafted free agent, so I'm not banking on him. And then Trevor, I don't know if he can stay healthy. I like Trevor, but I don't know if he can stay healthy. So the quarterback room good, I would not go that far. Yeah, we'll see. Trevor, healthy can be very good, but he cannot stay healthy. Yep. Kings Arena in the curve. Yes. Why did Sanders get drafted so late? And do you think Dunn played a role in the hype starting Skeens? No. No, Skeens got hype because he threw 100 miles an hour and was incredible. College World Series, I want Coastal. But why do you think Sanders got drafted so late? Oh, God, that's a high ball by Suzuki. That's gone. Sanders, because of character issues. He bombed the combine with his interviews. He seemed arrogant. He seemed cocky. And there are some flaws in his game. And inability to, like, reflect on himself. That was a great interview. It's just the whole process of, like, how he didn't think that was going to go going to be aired. But, like, that was... I mean, that question was insane. I don't know why R. Kelly thought he had it. Like, that's why I have a PR person. That's exactly why I have a PR person. That's exactly why you have one. Oh my gosh. Right, Crippers around the hard downside. Oh, yes. Oh my god. All right. Into its own could be a relocation candidate. I could see that too. Game coming back on. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be too long of a delay. Let me get the update from the Royals, and then we will start this thing again. Let me get the update here. Royals. 3 minutes. Perfect. All right, 3 minutes. Game is going to start up again. Favorite baseball team, D-backs. I am an Arizona Diamondbacks fan. I have season tickets to the Diamondbacks. It's funny. Both games are in the top of the sixth. Both games that we would have done are top of the sixth. So we're going to be off the rain delay in just a little bit. All right, so we might as well do this ChatGPT really quickly. The game will start up again in 3 minutes' time. Again, the pitcher for the Royals will be Serpa, as Lugo has already been yanked from the game. All right, let's do this ChatGPT really quickly. All right, so Doofenshmirtz has the reversinator to try and get Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman to be demoted to Rookie League ball. Here we go. So, to execute the plan, hires Doof for the reversinator. Here we go. At 10:42 a.m. on Friday. How's it going, Steven? Welcome to the chat. We're not... D-backs are off today. Yes, they are. They got 3 games against the Padres this weekend. I'm going on Sunday. Not going Friday, Saturday. Friday going to birthday party. Saturday, UFL championship. But also birthday party. Actually, the game is actually during the birthday party. Or the game is... No, the birthday party is at night after the UFL championship. The game is during the day for some reason. Playing all the show, hanging out on the games in Weatherlight. Yep, well, we got 2 more minutes till it gets back up. So the reverse here is activated atop the park. Ohtani wakes up confused, playing single A ball with a 17-year-old catcher who asks him if he's the guy from Fortnite. Mookie Betts is spotted in a rookie camp in Arizona, wearing a uniform that doesn't fit, and trying to teach 19-year-olds how to hit a 2-strike slider. Freddie Freeman is found taking batting practice in a high school gym, surrounded by scouts who don't believe he's old enough to drive. Here we go. Baseball is too normal, too fair. It's boring, predictable, like a Yankees press conference, but not anymore. This weekend, we reverse the Dodgers. Slams the red button, and dun, dun, dun. We will get back to that in just a little bit. Because the game is going to get back underway. As the sun is now out, and it's funny, both games that we call at the exact same spot right now. Oh, crap, actually. How much time I got before we do Thursday night thing? Oh, we're not in weather delay anymore. I have a hard out at 11 o'clock Eastern time. I have a hard out at 11 tonight. I have a hard out at 11. All right, so new pitcher in for the Royals. Fouled off 0-1. Yeah, the rain delay is over. But okay, so here's the options. We had 2 games on the docket that you guys could have called. One game is close. One game is a blowout. But the game that's a blowout has a bunch of zeros on it. 0-2. If you know what I mean. The other game has a bunch of zeros through 6 innings. So, gonna keep an eye on that one. 0-2. Downstairs 1-2. Serpa coming out of the pen. Has gone a long way before, when 3 innings earlier this year against the Cardinals. He's been money as of late. It's a guy that's allowed just 1 run his last 14 innings of work, a .64 ERA. It's not allowed a run in June in 5 outings. 2 hits allowed on that stretch, and 7 1/3. Fouled off again, 1-2. Yeah, so I flipped off the Cubs game because something's happening in the Milwaukee game. Going into the bottom of the 6th. But now it's a beautiful night in KC. It is actually gorgeous now. I'm going outside. Yes, I am. I have a hard out. Oh, 3-1. All right. Chance down. Everything's on the power play tonight. 1-2 to Bellinger. Chopped foul. Gonna become part of the lore. Oh, they are already. They are. They are. They are absolutely. Appreciate you tuning in, Neil. Yeah, I have a hard out tonight. I was going to save my voice a little bit because I have to do Evanescence tonight at karaoke. I have no idea how I'm going to hit any of those notes. Perfect game watch. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's perfect game watch or no hitter watch. I don't know. Let me check. I saw the box score. I'm like, oh, that's a bunch of zeros. It is. Oh, it's combined though. No, never mind. It's combined. I don't care. I don't care about that. It's a combined. It's a combined one. I don't care. It's no hitter, but it's combined. I don't care about combined. Never mind. 1-2. Bellinger into left center field. Will that drop? Diving, making the grab in left center is Isbell. Saved a couple of runs. Diving grab in left center. We go bottom 6. Inherits the jam from Lugo. Gets out of it. We go bottom 6. Nothing to score. All right. Back to the episode that we were doing before the chat, before the rain delay ended really quickly. Right, combined. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, I didn't realize it was combined. All right, here we go. So Doofenshmirtz is wearing a lab coat with a Dodgers logo duct tape over. Here we go. Behold, Barry the Platypus, the Reversinator! Capable of reverting every Major League superstar back to rookie ball form. No more Ohtani home runs. No more Freddie Freeman doubles. No more Mookie magic. Perry the Platypus bursts wearing a Giants cap. Perry the Platypus? Even you hate the Dodgers? All right, they're going to work together, I guess. Meanwhile, a sold-out crowd at Oracle Park. The Jumbotron flash is static. Commissioner Stephanie's face appears. Giant Nation, today the curse is lifted. I give you the Reversinator. With Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman vanish mysteriously. Stephen A is mid-sentence. Okay, this is unrealistic because Stephen A does not talk baseball. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't say this slightly. Commissioner Stephanie is a menace. A swifty dictator with a glitter bomb of madness. The Dodgers are playing literal children. Inside the headquarters, Stephanie lounges on a beanbag chair wearing aviators indoors, sipping Red Bull. You violated like 100 labor laws. Shohei's agent is suing us in 4 languages. Oh no. You'll have to cry about it on midnights. Suddenly a clone of Rob Manfred bursts in. I came back from Buffalo Wild Wings for this. Stephanie, you need help. Professional help. I have help. His name is Hines. And he's got part 2 of the Reversinator ready. Meanwhile, the vibe is DEFCON 1. Multiple whiteboards are labeled Plan B, Reversinator Fallen, and a Shohei OK. Stephanie sits at the head of the table, wearing her Giants logo. She's surrounded by terrified execs and a sleepy golden retriever wearing a Taylor Swift tour shirt. Okay, so step 1, remove the Dodgers' 3-headed monster. Done. Step 2, implement my era-based league alignment. Welcome to the Folklore Division and the Reputation Division. Wait, what does that mean? It means the Yankees and Red Sox are now in the overrated Sad Boys era. And the Giants? In the main character era. We will continue that in a little bit. As we go bottom 6, Warren, after the rain delay, is still staying out there. So Warren is still staying out there. On 69 pitches, they will keep him out. Try and get him a quality start. Keep in mind, Warren has only gone more than 6 innings one time this season. He's only got one quality start this year in 13 outings. First pitch to India misses 1-0. Third time through the order here for Warren. They leave him in after the short rain delay. Might be a mistake. India gets on board with a base hit. Lines it into left field. And he's now running a 4-game hitting streak. So Jonathan India gets on board. That's ChatGPT for you, baby. That's ChatGPT for you. In comes Bobby Witt. We'll see if they leave Warren out there. And third time through the order. This season, third time through. Opponents getting on 44% of the time, and that increases after that last at-bat by Grisham. Or, excuse me, by India, I should say. Yeah, Cardinals have no hits. Yeah, it's combined, though. It's a combined no-hitter. That's not the same. Witt 0 for 2 today. Just 1 for 9 this series. Looks at that one downstairs and out. 1-1 the count. Again, Royals looking to avoid dropping below 500 and looking to win their first game of the season against the Yankees. They're 0-5 this year against New York. Lost all 3 games of the Bronx. Lost the first 2 games of this series. Witt lays that one off 2-1. And obviously, Warren was pitching well through 5 innings. Under normal circumstances, absolutely leave him in through the 6th. But knowing he struggles third time through, knowing the rain delay, hasn't pitched in about an hour. Is this the right move? Is the question. Even if you lose, I mean, that's not really the direction I want to go necessarily. Favorite no-hitter? Ooh, favorite one? It's 3-1. Galarraga. I count it. Galarraga. I like Mark Burley with Dwayne Wise. Pop up to second. I like Edwin Jackson's no-hitter against the Rays because I don't even know if that counts. He walked 8 batters. Like, there comes a point where, yes, it's technically a no-hitter, but it's almost comical. The D-backs have the most comical no-hitters. You had Edwin Jackson throwing one, walking 8 guys. You had a guy throw one in his very first game, and then was crap after that. Like, it really is funny. The no-hitters the D-backs have thrown are just bizarre. I don't know any zesty clips of him. Garcia up to bat. Thunder could become the 2010s Warriors. I don't know about that. Because I'm not sure free agents. I'm not sure how many want to play in Oklahoma City necessarily. The other thing, too, with OKC, remember the aprons? It's a lot harder to, like, they actually punish you for building crazy high salary teams. Pop foul, and Goldie underneath it for the second out. Royals get India on, but back-to-back pop-ups, and that'll be it for Warren. So Warren on 5 2/3 will come out. A great outing here on 77 pitches. They will take him out. He hands the ball over. A new pitcher coming in. He smiles. He's all smiling. You can read lips there. It's a good job. Good outing here. Active on NBA social media? Well, that's the thing, I'm not. I am not active on NBA social media. I'm not active on TikTok either. I don't have TikTok. Exos almost threw back-to-back. Yeah, Vanderveer threw back-to-back. Again, Warren really struggled his last 2 outings. 11 runs and 6 2/3 over his last 2 outings with 8 walks and 9 hits. That was great. Yeah, Randy Johnson over here, yes. That was just, yeah, Randy Johnson's incredible. One of the greatest of all time. All right, back to the ChatGPT really quickly. As Mookie Betts is in a spring training complex trying to explain defensive shifts to 18-year-olds who just discovered sunflower seeds. No, seriously, you can pre-read a swing based on elbow drop, I swear. Aren't you, like, 35? Yo, is this a prank show? Meanwhile, the Dodgers are in crisis mode. They need to get their guys back. We need to find the reversinator, stop Stephanie, and bring our guys home. Muncie, you're with me. Will Smith, grab the Bellinger decoy. We ride at dawn. The Dodgers are now assembling a ragtag team to sneak into the headquarters. Stephanie tours the upgraded reversinator 2.0, which has auto-tune, glitter missiles, and a Taylor mode. It can now reverse all the way back to D-ball. Imagine one still forgetting how to hold the bat. Do it. And then beam it directly at Aaron Judge. Oh, and launch the new baseball rulebook. Every game is now 7 innings, including one dance battle and ending with a confessional to camera like a reality show. Stephen A. is upset because he's watching baseball for the first time and doesn't like it. Suddenly the lights go dark. The Dodgers Zero Mission Squad storms the building, led by Dave Roberts. Stephanie, turn the players back or face the wrath of middle relief depth. You think you can stop me? I am the show. I am baseball. I am Taylor Swift's will-made flesh. She slams the glitter-covered button on the reversinator. Tim Hill coming in, meanwhile. A glowing vortex opens. Suddenly, Barry Bonds comes in. Y'all called? The reversinator explodes. And we'll finish that up in a little bit. First pitch, swinging past Quintino, chops it foul. Yes, 7 O'Hares and no sounds is insane, yes. Yeah, I never got to my feed. But then again, I didn't know about T-Wolves Brazil until, like, I saw reporters losing their mind about it. I didn't know about T-Wolves Brazil until they got banned. I think I did a video on Nolan Ryan's home run, 7th no-hitter, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check that. Swing and a miss. I did a video about Nolan Ryan's no-hitter. Yeah, no, I've done a video on that. 1-2 the count. Yeah, SG is going to be Supermax eligible. Williams could be a Supermax type player, potentially. Holmgren could be. 1-2 and hitting the jewels on that foul tip. Spaceballs 2, I have no expectations for that. Any comedy with a sequel coming 35 years after, I just do not expect it to be anything. Montreal Canadiens lost the highest scoring Stanley Cup game ever against what team? Was it the Metropolitans? I don't know on that one. I guess the Metropolitans. 1-2 to pass Quintino. You can Hill the new pitcher. Rips it foul. Tim Hill, his first full season in New York. He pitched on Tuesday, went 1/3 to finish that 10-2 game. Was garbage time mop-up duty, but upstairs 2-2. Pitching very well as of late. His last 8 outings, no runs allowed in 7 innings of work, which is 4 hits. 2-2 the count. It's game 5 in 73. Definitely not the Metropolitan Center. Outside on the sinker, full count. India will get a head start here. Celtics aren't title contenders anymore with Tatum gone for next year. Well, not for next year. I mean, he's going to be gone for half the year. The Blackhawks would not have gone that. 3-2. Fouled off again. Pitch number 9 of this at-bat for Hill. Perez in the on-deck circle of Pasquantino keeps the line moving. Full count. Chopped to short. Slow chopper. Going to be a tough play, but Pasquantino not exactly the fastest guy in the world. 6-3. No decision for both of the starters. And no runs through 6 for either side. So the Royals leave a man on board. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe, help us out on the channel. And we're going to finish up this chat GPT. As the reversinator explodes after Barry Bonds comes in from an alternate dimension and destroys it with this bat. Shohei at this point is back on the Dodgers. And Stephanie vanishes. Her last story reads, "Gone to live among the Swifties, will rise again. XOXO, Gossip Girl." All right, there you go. There you go. Alrighty. Again, every donation during this game counts as double. Every donation before the OT period counts as double, so if there's a game you really want to see Everything counts as double. We have a new video dropping tomorrow, going back to the 2000s for this one. Going to talk about the NBA and the NFL. We're going to combine the two, and we're going to have a fun video for you guys with that. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Should be a fun one. You might remember this one. This one, if you were a fan of that team from back then, you might remember it. It's in the 2000s. All right, aprons to make NBA more balanced, way more balanced. Parity is insane this year. Parity has gotten really good in the NBA. It used to be there were only 3 teams that could win it. Now it's a lot of teams. Like, everyone's got a shot. Which is nice. All right. We'll see if Zerpa stays out there for another inning of work. I figure Hill's going to be done. I don't think Hill will go back out there. Zerpa will go back out there, though. He'll have the 5, 6, 7 hitters here. Dominguez, Volpe, and Escara. Again, if you're just joining us, no Judge tonight. He's got the night off. Obviously, that can change with a pinch hitter, if need be. 1-1 the count to Dominguez. He's 0 for 2 today. He'll chop that one to third. Should be an easy 5-3 out, and it is. So Dominguez, after a 3-hit game on Tuesday against the Royals, 0 for 3 today. Pedro backdoor sweep. Wouldn't shock me. Wouldn't shock me on that one. With how undisciplined the Oilers are, would not shock me. First pitch. To Volpe. He's 0 for 2 today. He's behind 0-1. At least NBA is finally joining the other leagues and having good parity. Yep. It's funny. It feels like the league with the least amount of parity now is actually the NFL to some extent. Which I never thought I'd say. But the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Although baseball's pretty bad right now. But the gap between the haves and the have-nots is insane in football right now. The 0-2 to Volpe. Swing and a miss. He strikes out on 3 pitches. Zerpa 1 inning of work so far, and he's been pretty good. It's Volpe 3 for 9 this series, but that was a 4 today. He's 0 for 3 today. Pair with a great save. There you go. He's got to play over Skinner. He's got to play over Skinner at this point. That'll send Escara up to bat. 1 for 2. Hit a single earlier in the game. That was almost a home run. Which is just foul. Slider in there for a strike. 0-1. Despise Philly. Yeah, I feel like Philly's a love or hate him team. Philly at this point's love or hate him. So Escara's hit earlier this game was his first hit of the month. First hit since May 28th. The 30-year-old rookie with that incredible story was basically driving to make money. Gets the call up to go to the majors this season. Hits that walk-off earlier in the year. Not bad for a backup catcher. The 1-1. Escara swinging a miss on the inside. 1-2. Can Zerpa go 1-2-3 here? We know he can throw a good amount of pitches. Threw 42 against the Cardinals back on June 5th. But again, he did pitch yesterday. Pitched 11 yesterday. So I figured this is going to be the end of the road for him. I would think after this inning, he's done it for 1 1/3. They should send me file so much for the Super Bowl. I mean, to be fair, a wet paper bag is better than the Super Bowl this year. Ringo, was that a match game? Ooh. Oh, I don't know on that one. 2-2. Fouled off, we stay alive. 2-2. Escara. Swing and a miss on the inside. Zerpa does his job. Out of the pen. 1 1/3. Nothing doing. We go bottom 7. Still no score in this one. And with that, it is time for an Oilers goal. And it is time to stretch. Let's go out to the ball game. Here we... where's the camera at? Here we go. Let's do this, folks. Out to the ball game. All right, figured a little bit of Royals, seeing as the Kansas City Royals are the home team here. So why the heck not? As the 7th inning stretch brought to you by no one, because we don't have a sponsor for the 7th inning stretch, but if you're interested, let me know. Bottom 7 we go here. We had a 28-minute rain delay earlier in this game. First pitch swinging here. Grounder to short can be a tough play. Across his body. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Anthony Volpe? How on earth did he do that? How on earth did Volpe do that? That is a web gem right there. How on earth? Across his body. Making that throw look easy. Oh my goodness, Volpe. That is one of the best plays you'll see all season by a shortstop. Oh man, in there for a ball 1-0 on the inside. I mean, are you kidding me? To be able to throw it like that with that accuracy on a rope. Wow. Swing and a miss, 1-1 on the inside pitch. He'll stand out there for another inning. Caglione over today. Spirit just blew out. I mean, that play was insane. That play was absolutely insane. I didn't see it coming. I don't think anyone did. 1-1, shot foul. 1-2. I figured out how to change the sound. I'll figure out how to change the sound for that. I'll definitely figure out how to change it. 1-2. Hill delivers. Could be a tough play here at second. The glove flip. Oh my goodness. Yankees just pulling off all the web gems today. The Yankees are the bananas. I mean, holy cow. All these trick plays. Reyes with the glove flip. Yankees pulling out all the stops on the infield. A tough play there for Reyes. But running up to get that and flips it with his glove. Royals cannot get any luck this inning. Defensively, this is insane. This could be a great finals matchup. We have not a lot of good ones as of late. We haven't won Go 7 since 2016. So this could be a really fun finals. I'm enjoying this one. The previous ones I have not been enjoying. This one I've been enjoying a lot. First pitch to Lofton misses 1-0. LSU over Coastal. LSU wins with over 7,000 Jello. Yeah, LSU is going to win the Jello shot contest. No doubt in my mind. SEC is going to win. Murray State is probably going to finish dead last. Or maybe Coastal finishes dead last. But LSU wins. LSU wins the Jello shot. 2-0, straight to miss, 2-1. Yeah, Suns Bucks was good, but I wish it went a different way. 3-1 the count. So I pitched to Lofton misses. He'll stay out there for another inning of work. So I thought after how the last one where he threw 9 pitches, I thought he was going to be done. 5-pitch walk there to Lofton. He gets on board again with a 2-out walk. That'll send Fermin up to bat. As that could be it for Hill. Mound visit here. There is activity in the Yankee pen. Looks like Leiter's warming up. Hill does not seem too happy about leaving, but he's going to leave the game. And the new pitcher coming in for the Yanks, the third one of the game, will be Mark Leiter. He will deal with Fermin here, who has not played well today, despite having guys on board every time. He has not delivered. He's got a man on with 2 out. Leiter pitched yesterday. It did not go well. Did not go well. Went the 9th inning. In 1/3 of an inning, allowed 4 hits, 2 earned runs, including a homer. Kind of let things get away from him. What do you think about the Rockies' comeback? Good for them. The Giants can't win every one-run game forever. Thank God. The Giants are beatable on one-run games. Thank God. Right now, Chiefs Eagles could have been a Tank Bowl 2012. How the times have changed. Oilers tied up. Oh my goodness. Oilers have tied it up. Hang on a second, folks. Hang on just a second. This just got a little bit interesting off the draw. When the face-off wraparound. Who got that? Was that Nugent Hopkins? No. No, was it? No, that. Couldn't tell who got it. Wasn't Nugent Hopkins. Something with a 9. Wasn't McDavid, and it wasn't Nugent Hopkins. So it's 93. All right. Wizards not going to be contenders for a while. Not for a while. So again, pitching change here. Leiter coming on after a rough outing last time. He has not been great as of late. This man over his last 5 outings, comprising 3 1/3. He's allowed 11 hits, 6 earned runs, a 16.2 ERA over his last 5 games. Can he bounce back here? First pitch inside 1-0. Stanley Cups will be far better than NBA Finals. I mean, NBA Finals have been great so far, though. NBA Finals have been great. Yes, it was going to be Hearthrow, Florida. There you go. 1-0. Upstairs 2-0. There was some more activity in the Yankee pen, even though Leiter has to go the 3-batter minimum or finish the inning. So why they're warming the guy up already, I'm not sure. That one misses downstairs 3-0. So wanted to bounce back after a rough outing last time. Not doing that right now. Not doing that as he's thrown 3 straight balls to start off. And Fermin, who has not gone on board today, in a very good position here. 3-0. Off speed, sinker, in there for a strike. Red light was on, 3-1. In there for a strike on the outside. So from 3-0 goes to 3-2. Runner will take off here. For me, this season on a full count, getting on board 45% of the time. Can he deliver here? 3-2. Base hit. Past the first and second baseman. Firmino on the full count. And runners on the corners. He gets his first hit of the game. And Leiter's struggles as of late continue. Isbell comes up in the 9 spot. Do they bring on a pinch hitter for him in this spot this late in the game? We will see. And Isbell in the 9 spot for a reason. Not exactly the best hitter as of late. He's over today with 2 grounders. He's 2 for his last 13. They're going to keep him out there, though. They will keep Isbell out there in the 9 spot. Will Leiter allow another run? And he only got 1 out yesterday. When he got that out, he went 4 hits, 2 runs allowed. 2 earned runs allowed. And this is a man who over his last 3 1/3 has allowed 12 hits and 13 base runners. Curveball in there for a strike. 0-1. If Isbell gets on, India is the next man up. Jimmy Pluff's far been very good. 0-1. Isbell fouls it off down the third base line. 0-2. Looks like the Royals will make a change in the pen for the next sitting. We had a feeling about that. I think Serpo was only going to go 1 1/3. The 0-2. Downstairs, 1-2. Game 2 is back. Yeah, game 2 is back. Games 1 and 3 were very good. Games 1 and 3 were very good. One, two. Isbell. Into right field. Is that going to go out of play? No, it stays in. Drifting into foul territory, making the play out in right, is Bellinger. Royals once again leave runners on. They'll leave 2 on. Leiter gets out of trouble. We go top 8. We are still scoreless. In KC. Again, if you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We got a pitcher's duel here. Combine that with a 28-minute rain delay. It has been a fun one. Crazy one here. It's going to be one of those where the first run wins. The man warming up in the pen was Lucas Urseg. This will be his first Major League outing since May 24th. First time in the majors in about a month. Was placed on the IL with a back injury. And did a rehab stint in the minors, and now he's back up in the majors. So this will be his first appearance since then. Prior to the injury, was pitching well, a 1.96 ERA. In 23 innings of work. Last time out, May 24th against the Twins. 1 inning, 1 hit allowed. We'll see what he can do here with Reyes, Peraza, and Grisham due up. And again, the Yankees still have Judge to use whenever they want, if they do want to. He is not playing tonight. Not in the starting lineup. Got the night off, but obviously that can all change depending on how this game goes. And if you haven't seen today's documentary, it's a 45-minute documentary on something from the 1960s. Click that link above to watch it. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one a lot. How's it going, Jokes? Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you being here, man. It's been good so far. It has been good. Top 8, scoreless here. You guys made the call on this one. It's been a very good game to call, very good game to watch. And the Yankees, after this travel to Fenway, take on the Red Sox. Royals, after a disastrous stretch as of late, a potential get-right series against the Athletics, who come to town for 3 games. The A's, maybe the worst team in baseball right now. So the Royals looking to get right here. They've lost 4 of their last 5. And Urseg in for the first time in a month. Yeah, let's give me another blow. I did too at 3-0. I absolutely did. Yeah, it's been quite a pitching duel. It has been. 1-0. Reyes looks at that one for a strike. 1-1. Reyes 0 for 1 today with a sacrifice bunt. And hitting below the Mendoza line this year. It's 5 for 29. But he'll get on board with the leadoff single here. His 6th hit of the season. And Reyes gets it started for New York. So Ursig's first batter back in the majors after a month following an IL stint. And he's in some trouble. Broncos-Falcons really bad Super Bowl matchup, but the NFC title game was epic, yes. It's almost like Broncos Seahawks. Bad Super Bowl, but Seahawks Niners, incredible. You know, Oilers tied it. Oilers were down 3-0. Scored 3 in the second. So, right back in this thing. 1 hour before go time. Yep. Yep. We're not going to do overtime tonight. We did the OT stream before. We're not going to do OT tonight, regardless. Pinch hitter here. So, Peraza is coming out. All rise. Here he comes. The best player in the American League. Peraza is out. Aaron Judge is up. First pitch lays it off. Again, Judge got the night off. He will be out there here. The leader in the American League in hits, RBI, batting average, riding a 3-game hitting streak. He's got a home run in 3 straight games. A home run in each of his games this series. So 1-1 count. 98-99 was a good example. Playoff season where Super Bowl sucked, but the playoffs leading up to were great. I don't know about great, but... I don't know about great. I mean, they had great games. I'm not sure the playoffs themselves were great. There were a lot of blowouts and, like, uncompetitive games. I don't know about great. Judge in his last 3 games, 6 for 13, 4 home runs, 8 RBI, a 1.918 OPS, a 2 OPS. Judge takes that off every game in October. 2 on the count. Yeah, 96 was bizarre. So you got a guy over his last 3 games who's got an OPS of 2, which is insane. Right down the pipe, it was like that was foul. 2 on the count. Judge swinging a miss on the off-speed pitch. 2-2. Can Judge get it done as a pinch hitter? This is, oddly enough, the first time this season Judge has entered the game as a pinch hitter. Just misses on the inside corner, full count. Or is it 44% chance of winning? Yeah, it seems 50-50. At this point, 3-2. Royals fans saw there was a strike. Do they have a case? It's close. Full count here. Judge's first appearance as a pinch hitter. That one in there for strike 3. Similar spot as last time, but that time they ring him up. That time he gets rung up. And Grisham comes up with 1 out. Great tail game all-time Falcons, Vikings. It was great. I like Seahawks Niners a lot. I like Giants Packers a lot. I think Seahawks Niners was the best, personally. Back to the top of the order. That was, yeah, I was going to say, that was pretty similar to the last match. Like the same exact spot. First pitch way downstairs, 1-0. Love to see those 2 pitches overlaid with each other. That was awfully close. It's like the exact same spot. think that's what Judge is wondering about. Again, the umpiring has not been great today. Umpiring has not been great today. We saw a blown ball 4 call earlier. Or what should have been strike 3 that was called a ball. 1-1 to Grisham. Yeah, let me check here. Yeah, one of these is... Yeah. Yeah, one of these is a strike, one's a ball. That makes total sense. Chopper to short. Won't get the 4-6-3, but we'll get the out at first. So Grisham chops it to second. 4-3. Runner advances 90 feet. I'll send Rice up to bat. Browns win the Steelers playoff game. Chance of them winning the next week. Ooh. I would say like 20. I would say 20%. First pitch, way down low for a ball. 1-0. Rice, 0 for 3 today. He is 1 for 9 this series. He is just 4 for his last 28 over the last 8 games. Fouls it off 1-1. Thoughts on 94 playoffs? Oh, man. 94 playoffs kind of sucked. AFC Championship was wild in terms of no one saw that upset coming. AFC Championship was kind of crap. Chargers-Dolphins was a great game. Chargers-Dolphins was a phenomenal game. Super Bowl was crap, obviously. One of the worst of all time. 1-1. Check swing. I don't think he offered on that one. 2-1. Maybe should be the first to win Super Bowl at home. Or playing one, at least. Playing one. No one was stopping the Niners that year. No one was stopping the Niners. Three one. Did not go. Rice gets on board with a walk. First base was open, so not the biggest steal necessarily. I get the force at any base, but you do send Paul Goldschmidt up to bat. He was 0 for 1 today. Of the top 10 songs, which has stayed on the longest. Right now, of the current top 10. Don't think I figured out Steve Young? I don't. I think the Dolphins... it wouldn't be as bad as the Charger game was. Fouled off 0-1. Which one's been on the Hot 100 the longest? Of the top 10. Is Lose Control still in the top 10? Wouldn't shock me at this point if Lose Control's still in the top 10. I'm just going to guess Lose Control. 0-1. Goldie. Off the glove. A pass Quintino. They won't get the out at first. Will they get them in a rundown at home? He's safe. Horrible defense there by the Royals. Yankees lead 1-0. Horrible defense by KC. The runner comes around from second on just a catastrophe right there. Correct? Let's go. Leaping attempt there by Pasquantino. Can't get there. And decides not to go home with it. Instead tries to go for first, even though he wouldn't call it a pickle. Then goes home too late. And the catcher, Fermin, can't make the grab. Would have had the easy tag out. Just a catastrophic sequence there by KC. I don't know why Pasquantino went for first. I don't know why after that. I don't know how he missed the ball. Fermi missed the ball. A 1-0. As the runner comes around to score. I mean, it is a base hit. It's definitely a base hit. Because that would have been a tough play at first for Pasquantino. But did everything wrong after the ball got hit. Everything after the ball got hit is what not to do. Completely panicked. 1-0 or 0-1. Now it's 1-1. to Bellinger. So Urseg, first outing back in the majors after a month, after spending time on the IL. Not helped out by his defense. Play the song. Go Cubs go. Go Cubs go. You beat the Pirates, doesn't count. But I shouldn't say that. We lost 2 of 3 of the Pirates. 2 on the count. Bellinger. 0 for 3 today. Can they get some insurance here? Not on that pitch. Slider inside. Swings and misses. 2-2. That one chopped back to Urseg. He'll make the play 1-3. The Yankees score the first run of the game. We go bottom 8. Yanks get to the Royals' pen in front 1-0. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. It does help us out. It's on the channel again. No overtime tonight. No OT tonight. But every donation during the stream counts as double. During the game, everything counts as double. We got a whole week for this to make the call. It's going to be a while. Appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Yeah, field goal. He should have made the field goal, but not the easiest kick in the world, especially back then. Especially back then. '97 playoffs. Well, Super Bowl was great. The playoffs themselves weren't the best, but the Super Bowl was incredible. Super Bowl is one of the greatest games ever played. Not sure about the playoffs, though. Yeah, Marino should have gone it for Super Bowl 20. They would have beaten the Bears. Buddy Ryan was too stubborn. He wasn't going to change his defense. He was never going to change his defense. He was going to ride the 4-6 till the wheels fell off, and Marino would have taken advantage of that. They would have won that game. I think at least. Packers Irish, I said, I mean, that game was fine. It wasn't anything special. It was fine. Yeah, the Broncos over Jaguars, that was not fine. That just sucked. The Super Bowl was great. Super Bowl was, I mean, you can't hate on that. Can't hate on the Super Bowl. How good that was. All right, here we go. We have a new pitcher in for the Yanks. We will. So Leiter is done. The new pitcher in for New York. As LeMahieu takes over at second. Reyes moves over to third. So Reyes at second. Or excuse me. LeMahieu at second. Third base is Reyes. So Judge is done. 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2 to India. You know, the Bears were phenomenal that postseason. They gave up 10 to the Patriots, but nothing to the Giants, nothing to the Rams. You know, Broncos games were good that postseason. Broncos games were really good that postseason. The other games, yeah. 1-2 the count. Shamar Stewart actually has a choice of re-entering. Yes, he does. Yeah, so if you don't sign, you can re-enter. Bo Jackson did that. A few guys have done that. Hasn't happened in a while, but that is an option. There are guys who have been drafted twice because they re-enter. Loaizaga, the new pitcher, meanwhile, for the Yankees. 2-2 count here. He'll get the chopper to third. Should be an easy 5-3 play. LeMahieu is at second. Reyes at third. And Reyes, his first action at third, this game immediately called into duty for the first out. Again, Royals have not won a game this season against the Yankees. They're 0-5, and this is the last chance they have for a win. They got 5 more outs to do it, and this offense is not good. 28th in Major League Baseball. Now they'll have 4 more outs. This is Loaizaga. Underhanded toss, 1-3 for the second out. The best run as an underdog. What do you mean by run? What do you mean by run? Like best games or like the best run to the Super Bowl? And then to win it all. Because I think the 11 Giants have a very good claim for that. And the 07 Giants. In 07 and 11, I mean, just like the Broncos in 97 were the underdogs, or were the favorites for game 1. But 07 Giants, you had to get by the Cowboys as the 1 seed, go into cold Lambeau Field, beat Favre, Hall of Fame quarterback, and then beat the undefeated Patriots. Or 2011, where you beat the Patriots, but you also beat a 15-win Packer team. Grounder to second, easy 4-3 out. Garcia 0-4 today. And Loaizaga does his job. And then going into San Fran and winning that one in OT. I mean, NFC Championship. I mean, Broncos are definitely top 3 run. Definitely top 3, but I would say 07 Giants is probably the best. The best run is the 07 Giants. To go on the road for all the games, you have to go on the road for every game. You beat the Cowboys on the road, number 1 seed. You beat Favre in a frigid cold. You beat the Patriots. I mean, yeah, that's the one. I don't think the Bears get their revenge in the Super Bowl. I really don't. I really believe, again, Buddy Ryan, if we know anything about Buddy Ryan, he is stubborn. There is nothing that would lead me to believe that Buddy Ryan would not run the 4-6 again. If I were 15 Royals, I'm taking 15. I don't think they were flukes. I don't think the Giants are flukes. Yeah, every single guy on the Fox rating improvement and predictions picked against the Giants all 4. I had the Giants beating the Bucks. I didn't have them winning any other game. But I had them beating the Bucks. I mean, the Broncos were underdogs in 97, but the Super Bowl, they were massive underdogs. Because remember, the AFC had not once in Super Bowl 18. The AFC had not once in Super Bowl 18. The Broncos were expecting their butts kicked by the Packers. The other games, you could say maybe. Why are the Bears not a dynasty? Charles Martin. Charles Martin's the reason. One of the reasons, at least. Now, the Broncos' run was impressive. No one's denying that. The Broncos' run was impressive. But people had them beating the Steelers and the Chiefs. Not many people, like they were obviously the underdogs, but it wasn't out of the realm of possibility. Now, Packers, obviously, that was a huge upset. Packers was a massive upset. Steelers, Chiefs, upset, but within the realm of possibility. The Giants, it was upset after upset that no one saw coming. Yeah, Charles Martin, basically the closest thing to assault you'll see in an NFL game. Like the closest thing to you should probably be arrested for that. 05 Steelers, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. 05 Steelers is a good pick. Problem is that the refereeing in Super Bowl 40 was not the best. Shady coaching, obviously the Palmer injury. The Steelers got a lot of luck. Obviously, Vanderjagt just deciding to forget how to kick a football. The Broncos were not the strongest seed to host an AFC championship. Schreiber, the new pitcher, meanwhile. So that definitely didn't help. The Bengals were not a good team in 05 with Palmer out. Obviously, with Palmer in, they were very good. Do you remember who the Bears quarterback was? Yeah, because the other guys couldn't play. McMahon could play. He wasn't great by any means, but he could play. Yeah, McMahon was a solid quarterback. When he went down, they had no one. That team, the defense was better in 86 than 85. I know it sounds crazy, but in 86, the defense, statistically speaking, was actually better. They allowed fewer points per game in 86 than 85. Grounder, broken bat, 4-3. And Schreiber in his first outing of the series. Last time he pitched was against the White Sox on June 8th. Went 1 inning in that one, got a strikeout. Against Pittsburgh, I doubt. Against KC, I wouldn't be surprised if they were. Against Pittsburgh, I doubt they were favored. But I'll check. I'm with Cujo on this one, though. Just that doesn't pass the sniff test, initially at least. The Chiefs wouldn't shock me. They were favored against them. Wouldn't shock me if they were favored against the Chiefs, because they did split the series. Actually won that on aggregate. Broncos were... Well, that was a pick'em. Okay, divisional round was a pick'em. Pittsburgh... Steelers were 1-point favorites. It's less than I thought. See, so both games were pick'ems. I would not have thought Steelers by 1. I would have thought Steelers would be 4-point favorites going into that. I would not have thought... I would have thought Steelers by 4. I would not have thought... Hainsworth could have been, yes, he should have been too. He should have been too. Stomping is... So basically, when you... There is this thing in sports where, even if there's a penalty, there is a thing where it's an inherent risk. Like, it is a dirty play to hit a quarterback low. You can't hit a quarterback low. It is a penalty to hit a quarterback low. But you can't get arrested for hitting a quarterback low. But there are certain things that you do not assume the risk of when you play. You assume that when... You don't assume the risk that when the whistle blows and the play is dead, a player's going to stomp on your head. The Oilers tied it. It's a fun game. Fouled off. It's like the one bad game we called was the game that we did. The one bad game in the series is the game that we did. 2-2 count to Volpe. He's 0 for 3 today. But it was like the 2000 Ravens? No, their offense was good. No, that was not a situation like the 2000 Ravens. Obviously, their defense was great. That part's similar. But the 2000 Ravens didn't score a touchdown for 2 months on offense. 2-2. Volpe fouls it off. We stay alive. How often is a conference championship home team the underdog? I know I can find that on StatHead. Was it really a huge upset in terms of talent? Yes. Yes. At the time, I think with hindsight bias, no. But at the time, yes. Because the Broncos won 33, we can look back and be like, okay, maybe that wasn't a huge upset. But back then, absolutely. Swing and a miss. It's almost like the Patriots being the greatest show on turf. It's almost like that. When the Patriots won Super Bowl 36, it's like massive upset as Volpe's over 4. One of the biggest upsets of all time. How did this happen? Incredible. Looking back on it, it's like, I mean, Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, I'm not really betting against him. Not really betting against him. Like, not really an upset. But obviously, at the time, massive upset. The 7 NFC Championship was one of them. Inside for a ball, 1-0. I would guess the Jaguars Titans. I mean, if you were betting on the Jaguars in 99, you were insane to beat the Titans. I would guess that had to be one of them, right? I would assume. There's no way the Jags were favored that. They were 7-point favorites. Why were they favored? Who in their right mind was betting on them? 1-1. Who was betting on the Jaguars to beat the Titans in 99? Why were they 7-point favorites? I would have smashed that line back in the day. The 2 games weren't even close. At least the second game wasn't. Who was betting on the Jaguars? 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Who was betting on them? 2017. I'm not sure if the Eagles were. Because obviously with Foles, people were a bit iffy on them. Because they were... Yeah, Vikings were favored against the Eagles in 2017. I think the Falcons were favored too against the Eagles. They were. Ravens, Raiders, was that one of them? That could be one of them too. Ravens, Raiders could be one. No, Raiders were 6. Everyone thought Jackson would be Tennessee? Really? 1-2, shot foul. MLB cover of Christian Laettner, not a bust, but overshadowed by the college group. Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is the answer. Definitely Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is Christian Laettner. The Angels are 2.5 games back in wildcard spot. Yeah, the AL6 spot is a mess. Did everyone really think the Jags were going to beat the Titans? That just seems crazy to me. Because it got swept. 1-2. Right, Rams are on 78, yep. That just seems insane to me. You know, I said 9-9, yeah. I mean, I'm from New York, so I did watch Francesa back then. I did listen to him. The horse from Schenectady was favored in the AFC Championship that one year. They had Jason Giambi on their team. Outside 2-2. Yeah, not 7-point favorites, especially because, I mean, maybe I could see Jaguars 3-point favorites. I could see that as the home team. Just give them 3. I can't see 7. No break. The Commanders beat Detroit this past year. Yes, they were double-digit underdogs. Yes, or at least 9-point underdogs. Yeah, but that's a road team. Escara looking for his second hit of the game. He's going to get it off the wall, and he'll have extra bases. A 2-out double for Escara. Just the 4th time in his career he's got multiple hits in a game. And that will send Reyes up to bat with LeMahieu in the on-deck circle. Let's see. 2004 AFC Championship. That had to be. You're probably right on that. Yeah, Patriots by 3. That's not a lot, actually. Considering the rookie quarterback versus the dynasty, that's not a lot. I wonder if 06 also. 06, I wonder if the Patriots were favored in that one. No, Colts are favored by 3. Yeah, Pats are favored 04. They roll for playoffs at home field. I mean, is it really rolling if they only played one game? I mean, you're right. I mean, 62-7 is a curb stomp. But I'm not sure if that's... I mean, that's a one game. Again, it's not the idea that the Jaguars and Titans... It was the idea the Titans swept them, and they destroyed them, took their lunch money. They had no answers. 0-1. Check swing foul 0-2. 91. Oh, they were absolutely favored in that one. Washington was absolutely favored in the NFC Championship in 91. That would have been a massive upset. There was no one picking Detroit to win that game. Washington was a 14-point favorite. There was no one picking that one. Rams-Bills, that's my pick too. That's my pick. I've said from day one. Tom Grossi's reaction to the Commanders being the Lions. Oh, man. Close to the pointy stick. Swing and a miss. Reyes strikes out. On the fastball down the middle. 3 outs left for the Royals to salvage anything from this series, to avoid dropping below 500 and dropping to 0-6 against the Yanks this year. Oscar always says Scar. Nope. I gotta sound like a bit of screen. Yep. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button, subscribe again. We're not doing overtime tonight because it is Thursday night. There's only 7 because Tennessee took 2. Bro, that's the whole point. If it was any other team, they're double-digit favorites. But there are some teams that are just the Achilles heel. Who is favored? Oh, that's a good question. I would assume the Cowboys were. I would actually assume the Cowboys were favored in that one. That's a great question. I would assume the Cowboys were favored. Were they favored is the question. The Cowboys were favored. Yep. They were 2-point favorites. You were right on that. They were favored. Dolphins, Jets was a pick 'em that year, too. I mean, you could look at StatHead. I have to. Okay, let's see. So it's happened a few times. Okay. So 79, 81, Cowboys were favored against the Niners. 92, Bills were favored against the Dolphins. 2000, Vikings were favored. 80, they were not. Eagles were favored in 80. 81, the Niners, the Cowboys were favored. 80, they were not. 1980, they were not. I just found an article. on it. Texans, Chiefs, wildcard. I would assume the Chiefs. You're not talking about road teams. Oh, no. Well, this one's saying Cowboys. Okay, one article saying it wasn't. One article saying it was Cowboys by 1. So, Cowboys actually were 1-point favorites. Yes, Cowboys were 1-point favorites. Cowboys 1-point favorites. Packers 97? Packers were favored, yes. Okay, wait, so there are 14 games. Hang on. There are 14 games. Hang on. That article has it. Okay. 88 Bears, Niners. Yes, Niners are favored. Packers were favored. Niners were favored against the Falcons in 2012. Pats, Broncos 2015. Devin Williams coming in pitched last night, 8 pitches. Yeah, here's the article on it from 2018. I actually found it. Bears, Packers. Packers were favored in 2010. Eagles over the Cardinals. Vikings by 1 over the Giants. That aged horribly, seeing as that was 41-0. That's got to be the biggest discrepancy from the spread to what we actually got. Vikings by 1. They lose by 41. So new pitcher in, looking to get the save here. Loizaga does his job. And in comes Devin Williams. Pitched 2/3 yesterday. Got the save after Leiter got lit up. He'll deal with the 4, 5, 6 hitters here. Oh, 1 into left field, backing up, making the play just in front of the track for the first out is Dominguez. Yeah, would bet. Yep, there it is. Yep, Philly, Arizona. Yeah, Fitzgerald just went super sicko mode. Yeah, I think the Cardinals were not favored in any of those games. Maybe they were favored against the Falcons, but I didn't take them. I didn't think the Cardinals would win any game that postseason. I was so turned off by... Because I remember, I was in the 6th grade. I remember watching that game against the Jets, and I'm like, this team sucks. And I saw the game against the Patriots, like, this team sucks even more than I thought. And then they were in the Super Bowl. I'm like, what the heck? First pitch outside. I still think Washington wins that game. NFC was just better. NFC was a better conference. 1-0 the count. So again, Williams in the game. His last 3 outings, he's gotten 3 saves. 1-0. Gets the chopper to short. 6-3. 1 out away from double sweep. You don't see that every day. You see sweeps. You don't see double sweeps. But the Yankees won all 3 at the Bronx. 1 out away from winning all 3 at Kauffman. Jack Caglione, the rookie, riding a 4-game hit streak. 87 was the fumble. 86 was the drive. 87 was the fumble. You know what's funny? I actually found a video of a guy reacting to the fumble. Like, real time. I found a video of a guy reacting to the fumble in real time. Like, you know how, like people have reaction videos? I found one from 1987. And it's not like one of those fake ones. Like, see the Mahomes one where it's, like, clearly fake and it's like, oh, this guy's going to get bust. He's not going to lead us to 3 Super Bowls. Like, that's clearly fake. 2-0, like you can tell, too. How many do they make if they play the AFC? Oh, at least 8. At least 8. They make a crap ton. But I actually found a reaction to the fumble from 1987. Like a live reaction video. It is on YouTube. Yes, it is on YouTube. I gotta find it. Yeah. I'll link it. 2-1. Like, it's crazy. Like, I cannot believe this actually exists. Someone was making a reaction video in 1987. And it's legit. It's not a fake reaction video. It's a legit reaction. From 1987, before YouTube was a thing, before anyone even thought of the concept. 2-2. Swing and a miss upstairs. Caglione down to his final strike as the Yankees look to take this series and go into Boston on a high note. The 2-2. Williams looking for a 4th straight save. Fouled off. Lofton in the on-deck circle if Caglione can keep the line moving. And maybe the Bills pick him up. Yeah, the Bills might in 90. Bills might in 90 pick him off. Everything else, I don't know. Right, they still show their Chiefs video. It's, yeah, people think it's real. It's crazy. It's like, it's clearly not real. 2-2. Downstairs full count. Like, it's very clearly fake. Like he's wearing a jersey that didn't exist. Like, he's got a jersey with a Super Bowl patch on it. It's like, no. Like, you're telling me that's a real reaction where you have the Super Bowl 54 patch on you? No, that's clearly fake. Like, people get duped by that. But that one's legit. 3-2. In there, right down the middle, strike 3, does not offer. Williams gets the save, and the Yankees win the double sweep. 6-0 against KC this year. As the Royals drop to below 500, a 1-0 win, a run in the 8th inning, and they get it done. Yeah, the guy who made the video even said it's fake, and people are still, like, crazy about it. Makes no sense. Right down the pipe, does not offer the fastball right down the middle for some reason. Yeah, we made the right call there. We absolutely made the right call. Yeah, you guys crushed it with the decision here. You guys crushed it with that. mean, we're not doing OT, and I usually would, but it starts at 8:39 instead of 9. I don't know why. So I would usually do, like, I'll stay on for another 45 minutes. But the Yankees sweep again. Yeah, that's a real reaction video. The not obviously not the Chiefs one. The Browns fumble one. I mean, if that's fake, that's a heck of a fake. I mean, if that video is fake, that's a heck of a fake. But I'm going to save my voice. I have to do Evanescence tonight. So, last call for any song requests or anything. I do have to do Bring Me to Life by Evanescence, which, I need to save up for that because that song goes high. I'm going to try our best on that. We're going to try and do it justice. Fingers crossed. All right. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. Tomorrow, we are live for the NBA Finals. That's our only stream tomorrow. We're live for the Finals. And we're not doing... Okay, let me think about this one, actually. We're not going to do overtime because I do have a birthday party afterwards. So hang on. We're not doing overtime for that. Let me check something really quick. Hang on. Give me a second here, guys. Give me a second. Hang on. Time out. Time out. Time out. Okay, that's a 1, 2... Get back 3. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be live at 6 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow. We'll do a Q&A overtime stream. We'll do Q&A overtime at 6 o'clock Eastern. I can't do overtime tomorrow after the game. 8:30, though, NBA Finals. So 6 o'clock overtime stream. 8:30, NBA Finals Game 4, Pacers Thunder. So appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. New video dropping tomorrow as well. We're going back to the 2000s for this one. NBA related, combined with the NFL. And click the link above to watch today's documentary on the 63 Patriots and how they botched that quarterback situation. So appreciate you guys tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow for Game 4 and for another overtime stream at 6 o'clock. Game 4 at